forgot about that. To be
Yeah.
fair, I did get you 2 amiibos, or 1 amiibo, or something like that, so I don't feel too bad.
Yeah. I'm mostly just bitching for the sake of bitching.
Come here, little girl. By the way, does anybody need an 8-bit Link amiibo or a Smash Zelda amiibo?
No and no.
What about Mewtwo or Pikachu?
No and no.
Okay.
My amiibo game is over, dog. Since I got these rewritable amiibo chips, I have no need for that shit.
I
They
almost
don't look nearly as good.
that's true.
I
almost
Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, oh fuck, I lost my train of thought. Oh, I almost sent you a Guardian amiibo because I had the option to buy one, and
Yeah,
I was
I
like,
almost sent him a Guardian amiibo too.
I wasn't going to send him a Guardian amiibo because I like mine.
No, I had the
I
option
did
to buy
purchase
another one.
Squishy Metroid because I liked how aesthetically it looks awesome.
Well, see, that's the thing is I like the figures. I
Yeah,
mean,
like,
their functionality is cool, but I just like the figures.
I still want a Mifa just because it's Mifa. Like, that's pretty much
Just
the only
because
one
you
that
want to
I'm
do
still
dirty things to
after.
it.
I'm not you, Justin.
I want to get. Well, actually, I've already completely paid for the new Mario in the sparkly tuxedo amiibo because
Oh yeah,
gotta have it.
Awesome.
I guess Wedding Peach would be cool to have. I don't own a Peach amiibo yet, so.
I don't know whether
Actually, I don't think I do either.
I have the other 2 princesses, but I don't think I have a Peach.
It's a shame they haven't done or announced a Pauline amiibo.
Squishy.
I don't know that I want to get the Mario amiibo because I already have 3 other Mario amiibos. So
I don't care. I want it. It looks cool.
I don't know. I always find the Mario series amiibos look cheaper than, like, the Smash Bros. Ones.
Your
and
mom
stuff.
looks cheaper.
You were just
Easy.
on fire tonight. No, don't you think they have kind of
This
a
is the best
cheaper,
mood I've been in all
like
week long. So
don't you think they have kind of a cheap plastic toy kind of feel compared to like the ones that you see from Smash Bros. And stuff? Like, I don't know.
like that
I mean,
Mario
Smash
Party
Brothers-
series, I thought looked cheap.
Yeah.
Well, I think part of that is they're going for the aesthetic of the actual game. Smash Brothers is ultra detailed on every character for some reason, and the Mario games tend to be a little bit more on the cartoony side.
Well, yeah, but like Mario Odyssey is supposed to be ultra detailed, and their amiibos, at least from what I've seen in photos,
It's
still look
sparkly.
pretty simple.
Mario is sparkly. That counts.
I want to
I'm sorry,
get.
I didn't say that right. It's sparkly.
There you go.
I want to get something from this Odyssey series amiibo set, but I haven't decided on a figurine yet that I want to get. So we'll see.
If I get any of them, it'll be Peach, and it'll be me going to the store and going, "Oh, look, an amiibo I wanted that one time," and like getting it.
I guess I should retweet the tweet that tweeted.
So the good news is I can be on till the end of the show tonight.
Good.
The
Bad news?
Cool.
The bad news is I can be on till the end of the show because my girlfriend is working the overnight and she's in a busy mood. So
Yay.
Good for us, bad for you. Just the way I like it. Let's see.
Why does it appear as though our donations have gone down? Or, weren't they 70 something?
Nah,
Yesterday?
63.
Okay.
I was like, donations? What is he talking about?
The overall total is higher than what appears on the page because Patreon takes their cut.
Hey, Eugene.
Yo.
Do you think it'll slow my computer down if I'm using an emulator while we're here? Or will that be too much?
I usually do.
processing power?
What
Okay.
emulator?
Visual Boy Advance.
That should be fine.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be right back then. I'm gonna go get my 8-bit down.
I usually run OpenEmu, which has all of the emulators built into it. So
I'm just thinking, like, I started playing. Well, I won't talk about it here, I guess, because that's what changed the system is for. But I started playing a game, and I figure that'll be a lot less high energy than Dragon Ball right now. So let's do that. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I have my controller here in case I want to play some Shadow Man, but it's really a game that you need to concentrate on, and yeah, I don't want to be too distracted from the show. Maybe a little. Bagheera, stop
I
moving
usually
food
put
dish.
my
Where you going, Winnie? Winnie. She's mad at me because I didn't pet her right away. Be that way.
well, I guess as soon as we get Lucas back, we might as well get rolling.
Yeah.
About ready to rock and roll. So I'm gonna go grab a drink of water and then I'll be right back.
Well, Justin, it's me and you. This doesn't bode well.
Can we just start the show without them?
His name is
Yeah, go ahead and start
Phantom.
playing Nintendo tunes so I can get my first point.
He used to be in the group chat, but he's not anymore. Phantom.
I wonder if this game came out on something else. It did not. Darn it all. Darn it all. All right, I've got all of my things open. Now I got to figure out what I'm going to throw at you.
Are you gonna come sit here on that next?
Well, we've barely started, and my eyes are already watering. That's a good sign.
Woohoo. I've got a fan blowing directly on my face. Luckily, it's like 40 feet away, but it's still...
Hacks, if you're listening, get your ass back on Discord. I miss you.
Get your ass
Get
back
over
in
here.
general, Hacks. What the hell?
Come back. And if you're like dying,
Yeah, why
I
would you
miss
loan your ass out like that? Get it back.
Either way, I want
We
you
miss
back.
We could play a boy band song for that, but then we'd get a copyright flag again.
'Cause I want it my way.
All right, everybody, if you haven't already, open Audacity and start recording so we can
Oh, shit.
sync up.
I have had
Did you just say
Audacity
stink
up for 45 minutes.
Yeah, mine is
Start
mine
recording so we
at
can
like
stink up
50.
the internet with our show. Hi, Winnie.
I like that Eugene is
608.
laughing, but also not laughing.
All right, let's. Is everybody recording?
Yeah. And you're
Yeah.
you're playing this slow music to try and keep us subdued for the beginning of the show, aren't you? Hoping it'll wind us down. Relax. Woosah.
I'm sure it ain't gonna work because Mike's gonna jump in at some time.
That'll wake us all up.
Do not touch.
And I know
Oh,
he's
wait.
listening right now, so.
Justin, Stevie, all recording, ready to sync up?
I just started my application. Give me a second to hit record.
Sorry, I had a mouthful of ramen.
I had a mouthful of you.
You had more than a mouthful.
Every day is a blessing. Hi, Hammer. Jump.
All right, Justin, Steve, are we now both recording?
I've been recording.
Yeah, I guess.
Steve.
Okay, good.
Don't you
Good. Oh yeah, Steve said he's
me.
recording for like 50 minutes.
No, that was Lucas. I've been recording for 7 minutes and 29 seconds.
All right, well, let's sync up, y'all. In 3, 2, 1.
I'm not sure if you could even hear my
Alright.
clap. It didn't come out very loud. Will you stop walking back and forth over me, you
Steve, what were
stupid
you at?
cat?
7:37, and thank you. You know my memory's terrible.
Justin.
I think mine was about 45 seconds, but I don't know. I was yelling at my cat.
Lucas.
4634.
Oh my fucking god, I'm going to kill you, Bagheera.
I like that you went in order of worst memory.
Well, because how many weeks in a row have I yelled at Eugene for making me wait till the end, and then I have no idea what I'm at?
And just to verify here, like, I don't have any of my old voice meter stuff up. You guys can't hear my emulator, right?
I don't know. Depends on what you're playing and what it should sound like.
I'm playing Animal Crossing New Leaf.
We can hear it perfectly.
God, I haven't played
Alright,
New Leaf in months. I dread what my village looks like.
I'm gonna turn off my Animal Crossing music.
What?
Rose of Death gets the first point for
just
Nintendo
lost
Tunes. Good
Lucas.
job.
Of course we did.
Oh,
It must be show night.
Rut Rose.
Well, we've still got
If you
3.5
didn't know, that's not a good
minutes
idea.
to get everything situated.
Oh, hey, Eugene, you need to unhide Lucas. Why are you all dark?
Well, I just
Oh,
accidentally X'd myself out of our hangout, and I had to bring myself back in. I'm trying to organize all of my windows tonight so I don't miss the YouTube chat. And in trying to drag you guys, I accidentally just killed us. So
thanks, Lucas. We see what we mean to you.
yeah, you're a little bit smaller than the screen for my emulator right now. So very, very important.
Okay, well, does everybody have the show notes open? Everybody knows what they're taking for news?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm going to have to wing
you're
it,
on-
but
Lucas, you're on deck, so
All right. I'm just going to do both of my stories at the same time. Is that cool? Because they're kind of related.
Yeah.
So I think that
works for
makes
me.
sense.
I think.
All right. Ready when you are.
Cool, guys. Well, then, no point. HG Phoenix says, "Hi, Lucas. You."
Hi, Corey. You. Oh, Lucas.
Yeah, it's you gotta say it right there, Phoenix. It's Rukasu with an R.
At least it was when I got that package in Japan. He's the guy I gave the Japanese Ganondorf to. So
Oh, cool.
Oh, okay.
that puts a nice little bow on that story.
Yeah, it really does, actually. Okay, I'm going to make a note in my Audacity, and we're going to get this show on the road. All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Infendo Radio. We are episode, I don't fucking know, 412, I think, right? Something like that.
That would be
I
correct.
That shit right, anyways.
I don't know. Where am I?
We're here. We got some peoples. We're actually going to be joined by Mike later on, so I'm excited about that. But right now, I have the rest of the Infendo crew. How are you doing tonight, Justin?
I'm in the best mood right now that I've been in all week, so hopefully that continues.
Hey,
If my
I'll
cat
take it, man.
comes
I'll take
walking
it.
across me, it'll stay.
I usually get happy when my cat's around, so I don't know what your problem is. Lucas, how are you doing tonight?
I'm
He's a
doing
jerk,
just
that's what my
dandy.
problem
We
is.
got stuff on the horizon that I'm looking forward to. We got a lot of fun Showtimey stuff happening here with my best friends in the whole wide world. So that's a thing.
Yeah. Awesome. Awesome. Well, last but not least is Steve. How are you holding up this week?
How do I follow this guy up? How? I can't do it. That's a good way to do it, Justin. I like that.
Yeah.
I am good now that my computer is doing what it's supposed to be doing.
Nice. Oh, it only took like 15 restarts.
Yeah, I know. 1, 2, 3.
And it only lasts about 15 minutes. So.
Yeah.
That's about right.
Well, before we get the show off proper, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for being with us tonight. If you're with us on the live show, I'd like to give an extra special thank you to all of our Patreon contributors who have joined our Patreon. We actually got a new patron this week, so thank you for joining us. It was really awesome to see the response. If you'd like to be our patron, you can join us too at patreon.com/Infendo Radio. Lots of tiers there. You can, even just throw us $1 a month. We'd really appreciate it. So without further ado, we are going to move right into the news. And that means, Lucas, you've got a double whammy for us. So why don't you take it away?
I have all of your squid news you could ever want. And my God, is there a lot of it? Kind of, sort of. It's actually a lot smaller than it sounds. But we got a new version of Splatoon 2. And it is a thing that you can do right now. So go download it while I'm telling you about what it does. It's supposed to be kind of a balancing patch, and there's a lot of little tweaks. So should I kind of, I don't know, I don't want to bore people here, but
Yeah, I would just kind of summarize. I mean, it's basically just every weapon pretty much got some kind of buff or nerf.
well, there's all the weapon stuff. There's going to be a thing with player ranks that I'm still kind of trying to wrap my head around here. It says previously when going down in rank, while rank S+1 or higher, see, I wouldn't know about that because I'm at like B-, but S+1 or higher, you could drop to S+0 all at once. Oh, okay, so now you don't drop as much if you're in like the super uber elite tiers. You can only drop a maximum of 5 rank levels at a time. So if you're like the one person on Infendo Radio that I've never met who's like the god of Splatoon, that's good news for you. Otherwise, you're probably right around us where you're not even playing ranked matches, and this means nothing to you. But
I don't think
maybe that's important
in either Splatoon. So
they also upped a little bit like the criteria for maintaining your high rank there, but all good. It'll be cool. They did a little bit of balancing to Salmon Run. We're not really going to go over that in detail because it's a lot of just little things, but basically, you know, they just kind of made everything more balanced there. They fixed glitches that were happening. Spectate mode is fixed. The animations are going to be playing a little bit better, and the sound effects should be more in sync. There's something about creating posts where the undo function was failing to work properly. They edited that out. They fixed some issues with testing weapons. Let's see. That's actually pretty much it for that. They're going to disable wireless matchmaking for local multiplayer with players using version 1.3. So if you want to play local multiplayer, you're going to have to be updated to the newest version, same as if you're trying to get online. And yeah, they just kind of balanced out all of the weapons, changed all the specials and everything. It's going to probably be kind of like ARMS. You're going to notice some slight differences, but nothing major. It's more just going to be people going, I think they nerfed my weapon, when really like they probably didn't even touch it, or they, you know, gave it a boost or something. But everybody's going to be paranoid now that all their weapons are going to be altered and everybody's going to be doing, you know, crazy different stuff. So
are there websites for Splatoon like there are for Smash Brothers that like every single tiny little detail down to the nearest decimal is documented and
well, I can tell you that we got, are you talking for like the updates or just for like weapon stats and stuff in general?
Both.
Well, I'm sure that there's got to be. I'm sure there's got to be a website for Splatoon information, like as a whole. I can tell you that we got our information from a Nintendo Life post, and it is incredibly detailed. So, not to throw, you know, this to another site, but if you want to, go check that out real quick and find out everything that got changed. Like, it is detailed. There's like a 5-page list of all the differences. Weapon ranges and power got lowered and gained, and you're probably just going to want to go on, check out the list yourself, and see what's happening to your weapon, because there's a lot of changes here. There's a lot to keep track of, and there's no way we can cover all of this in 8 minutes. So
yeah,
that's pretty much all I've got for that. I don't know. Anybody opinions on that? Or I don't really feel like it's something that many people would have an opinion about.
I don't really, I mean, yeah, there's a lot of changes. I'm glad that they're trying to balance the game. It looks, obviously they're still really involved with the game however many months after the game is launched. So that's great to see. So really excited about that.
It's Splatoon, so I kind of assumed that they would, you know, put a lot of work into it. And it's nice to see that it goes beyond just adding new content. And they're also, you know, balancing the game, because as we've seen, balancing is important. Although it'll probably throw a lot of us off of our game, but what you gonna do? Well, I guess I'll just jump right into the next topic then, since Justin became a cat. And that would be, we have a Splatfest coming up, and this is the news that I'm actually excited for. We have a brand new Splatfest. It is this weekend. It starts Saturday at midnight Eastern Standard Time, and it goes through Sunday at midnight Eastern Standard Time. So it's a day later than the last Splatfest. Don't get mixed up and try to join it on Friday night, I guess. Or will Friday technically be Saturday? So I don't know. I don't know how their midnights work. But I think last time they said Friday at midnight, so still a day later, I guess. Anyway, it's Splatfest, and the theme is Halloween themed. It's vampires versus werewolves. I know we have at least 3 vampires on Team Infendo. We have 1 registered werewolf and Mike. I saw him on the Splat app the other night. He actually joined Team Werewolf, so that's cool. I don't know where Justin's going to land. Unofficially, I'm putting him on Team Werewolf, but
no, I'm going with Team Vampire.
All right, gonna have to change some stuff in Photoshop. Thanks a lot for telling me. But yeah, so that's gonna be Splatfest. I am predicting right off the bat that it's going to be a lot like the Splatfest, where it was really balanced for one team versus the other. Like we're gonna have like 70% Team Vampire because everybody that I've been seeing online has purple shirts. So I think the Team Vampire guys are largely gonna be unaffected and are gonna be fighting each other. And it's going to be kind of hard to balance it out. So if you're on Team Vampire, give it all you've got, because I think Team Werewolf is going to have that weird less player advantage that's become a thing in Splatfest.
Right. Interesting. I didn't even think about it that way. I basically just logged in to pick my team, and then I haven't really played much. I've been playing other games, which we'll talk about later. But yeah, so I'm excited for Splatfest this weekend to get back into it. It is this weekend, right?
Yeah, this weekend.
Okay, cool.
I find it amusing that during the last Splatfest, I couldn't play it because of my old job. And now with my new job, I have weekends off, and now it's on a day I would have been able to play anyway. Go figure.
Right.
I'm not. It's okay. I'm fine with that, but still, it's like, well, why couldn't they do this last time? They heard my complaints. Nintendo listens. To
be salty about. You can't just enjoy the Splatfest.
No, I can't. I have to be salty. It's what I do. I'm Italian. We like salt.
Sure.
Well, I guess the only other point to put on top of that would be if you haven't yet, go join a team, get your shirt, get it leveled up for the event, get strong, get ready. Take the night. Take back the. That's somebody else's phrase. We're gonna be vampires. We're gonna kill all the rebels.
I'm not gonna have time to play this weekend anyway, so there's really not much point in me joining any team.
Join Team Werewolf.
You still have to join the winning team.
Join a bunch of teams, sabotage them.
Ooh.
Yeah, just leave your Switch running and don't do anything like some of those jerks
Be
do.
that guy.
Yeah.
Sorry, werewolves. Well, I guess that's really all that needs to be said about that, I guess, right? So let's move on then. So Justin, looks like you're up next. Why don't you take our next news topic?
Oh, you mean I gotta take the camera off my cat now? All right.
You don't have to. We can still hear you.
All right. So basically the inevitable happened. They figured out how to hack the Super NES Mini. Let's see, a Russian hacker let me start this again. A Russian hacker by the name of Alexei, goes by the nickname Cluster. That's it. I ain't trying to read that. Can I buy a vowel? Anyway. Eugene gave me a list here of all the things that he was able to do, but I don't understand what most of this stuff is. Basically, you can upload ROMs for, if I understand this correctly, you can play both NES and Super NES games on it. And also Famicom and Super Famicom. So that's kind of cool. If you only have a Super NES Mini and you're able to hack it, then you don't have to worry about getting an NES Mini. Not that we condone the use of illegal emulation in any way, shape, or form. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink, say no more. Let's see, 7-zip compression support for all platforms and emulators. Now, does that mean like you can play PSP games on this thing? I highly doubt it. That's the only thing I can think of that would use 7-zip or arcade games.
7-zip is just a compression format, so you can like zip your NES games using that instead.
Oh, and just dump them that way?
Yeah.
Okay, see,
so you can pretty much upload anything you want,
because I know that like MAME ROMs and CD-ROMs usually are you're supposed to keep them in their compressed format. So I thought that might have been what that meant. It's funny. I actually shared the news of this on Twitter, but like I said, I don't understand most of the technical things on this. I just know that, hey, look, they hacked the Super NES Classic. So if you got one and you're willing to void your warranty for a little extra functionality, you can do it. We don't have an address that you can go to, so just Google it.
I do kind of find it interesting that people are clamoring for these systems that they can't get a hold of, and scalpers are paying hundreds or charging hundreds and hundreds of extra dollars for them. Also, you can buy it and then mod it to do what you could already do on your PC anyway, but on your TV.
I think the convenience of having the unit that's just plugged into your TV, and I mean, it's once you do that, it's basically a Raspberry Pi, but
it just seems like it's kind of overkill. Like, if you really want an emulator that can play a ton of extra games on your TV, just set up a system where you can plug in your monitor to your TV. Like,
right.
I don't know.
Hell,
it just seems like
a Wii and mod it. You can get a Wii for like $40.
Well, yeah, it just seems like a lot of extra work for something that kind of is unnecessary, I guess. Like, I get the idea of owning the console, because it's like, hey, I really want this like piece of history, but I don't know. Modding it seems like overkill to me. But I'm also not a modder, so what do I know?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I would. The only thing I've ever hacked, at least video game related in my life, is my Smash Brothers Brawl. I installed the Project M, and that's pretty much a Band-Aid. You don't, when you're done with it, you rip it off. So yeah, I've never hacked my Wii. I've never hacked my DS. I've never hacked my PSP. I've benefited from people who have done those things. I have several Pokemon in my Heart Gold game that a friend of mine traded to me that he basically hacked into the games. But yeah, I've never actually hacked one myself. Yeah, I'm kind of with you on this, Lucas. I have an emulator if I want to play my games and I want to play them on the TV and I want to have all the benefits of something like this. I'll just plug my computer into my TV. But
well, yeah, and as I'm thinking about it, I'm playing an emulator with an 8-bit SNES controller right now. So like even that aspect, like playing it with the original controller, is kind of lost with all the extra tech that we've got nowadays.
Yeah,
so
it is kind of nice to have those extra buttons, because I always map one to, I map one to save the freeze states and one to defrost the freeze state, and then I always keep a button for screenshots. And so yeah, it's almost not even worth, like, I want to get an SNES Classic, I want to get an NES Classic, but I mostly want to get them for my kids, because I've got better ways to play these games. I've got the original games, But anywho, so yeah, that's a thing. Oh, what is the I forgot to get then to the bottom one, the NAND dump and NAND B dump. Does anybody know what that means?
NAND is like is basically what the chip is. I think, because I remember when I was hacking my 3DS, I had to dump my EMU NAND.
Not that we condone such actions here on Infendo.
Sure. So I think it's just the stuff that's on the chip, like the actual.
Yep. Basically, what it is, from when I may or may not have done Wii's in the past, those are the keys to it. If you ever fuck it up, you can restore all the original stuff, so you can start over.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So if you know what that is, and it means anything to you, DuckTales, woohoo. Anywho, sorry, I thought it was a sing along.
The timer is having the exact opposite effect it was meant to. It's supposed to speed things up, but it's just going to have Justin singing along.
All right, so we've hit our time.
I'm rambling anyway, so
yeah, don't know that there's much else to say. So yeah, let's just move on to the next one. But before we do, we're gonna patch in a buddy of ours. He's gonna come join us. So we'll be right back. Let me. Hi, Mike. I'm gonna unmute you. Oh, no, I can't unmute you. Only you can. Only you have that
I'm not
power.
sure if Mike is actually with us yet, because it looked like he was walking outside in the dark.
Oh, okay.
So,
Mike, if you can hear us, will you unmute yourself and tell us what when you're going to be joining us, so we can plan for it accordingly?
I can call him. That would be fun.
Oh shit! There's the one I'm looking for. Okay.
Well, doesn't look like we have Mike.
In the meantime, you live listeners, enjoy our daily dysfunction.
Oh, Eugene.
Oh, please.
We
This is nothing
we
like our
forgot
daily
about that
dysfunction.
little bar that we can put below us. Let's see if I can remember how to do that.
Maybe we
Oh
should
yeah, that's right.
make that a Patreon reward. You get to join our group me chat and find out what sort of shenanigans really go
No,
on.
we will get in so much trouble for that.
Yeah.
Plus, that's like our private safe haven to be ourselves. Like I miss.
Exactly.
Although to be fair, we're kind of ourselves all the time. But still, like
I'm
you
not.
know.
That's
So
just
I
a
like
little
that-
extra other filter.
I just like to point out that I like that everyone in the live chat is kind of well, I guess everyone is Phantom here, but he's suggesting that we get 8BitDo to sponsor us for all the free plugs that we've given them in the past.
Yeah, right. No kidding. Okay, well we'll let Mike do his thing. I'm sure he'll get back to us when he's ready. Oh, he just dropped. Steve just added
Well,
his name.
that takes care of that.
Probably thought he was confusing himself or confusing us.
Okay. Well, I guess we don't need to sync up or anything. I'm gonna do what Steve's doing because that sounds fun.
Does it
Wait,
show?
right?
Yeah, Steve, it's showing.
Motherfucker, where'd it go?
Hi.
Okay.
Hello.
Now I know
Oh,
that. Eugene, how do I get rid of this other window again? Oh, I
What
click
other
on
window?
the
Oh, just click
toolbox.
the.
Infendo radio.
Yeah. All right.
Okay,
Chat.
so I guess let's get going with the news again. I think that means that I'm up with our last news topic.
Yeah, why is it all of us
Do
have
I
our
not get to
names
do the
and
arms
Eugene
update?
just gets to be Infendo Radio with nothing else?
Because I
Because
just changed
he is Mr. Infendo.
Yeah, I changed it to Infendo Eugene. There you go. Is that better for you?
No.
And
And I forget how to do it, so don't look at me. I don't think I even have the symbols, so I'm not gonna waste our precious live time
Hangout,
doing
toolbox, and
Eugene,
then-
don't I still need to do the ARMS 3.0 update?
Yeah, that
when
I
we come
was
back?
just going into the news and I just noticed that. So actually, Steve, you are next, and then I guess I'll be last. So Steve, whenever you're ready, why don't you take us away? Let me just make a note in my Audacity real quick.
Okay.
All right, whenever you're ready, Steve.
And we're back.
We're
So
micless.
we're
but
micless.
we have kind of. We still have mics, but we don't have Mike.
The mic.
The one, the only. So, at the Nintendo World Championships, they promised us a new version of ARMS. And in doing so, they actually showed us 30 seconds of footage. Most of that footage was stuff we've already seen. But at the very end of the trailer, there is a glimpse of what appears to be either an alternate version of Springman, a metal Springman. I don't know what it is, but it's some other Springman looking character. The trailer did also show a couple other things, though, other than the really cool looking Springman character. There's something called the Badge Stash, which appears to be an in-game based achievement system
Whoop.
that you can work through and unlock. So, Lucas, there's another 200 hours of ARMS for you.
No, I have a feeling that
Yeah,
most
kidding.
of the achievements will be things that I've already done. Because, like, I'm kind of at 100% for this game.
Did they say that they are going to retroactively?
They've got to be retroactive.
Right? They have
Yeah.
to.
They have to be. Or they're going to make me do, like, every Stage 7 over again. Like, no, they have to be retroactive.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to track that somehow, doesn't it?
I would assume.
I imagine. Lucas, I bet you that the only stuff that you probably haven't done is like, I bet you they're going to add like hoop stuff and like volleyball stuff that you're going to have to accomplish. I bet
Probably.
You. Like,
Either way, I'm looking forward to it. I freaking
Yeah.
love that game, and I need an excuse to get back into it because I'm like locked at 100 hours. So
Well, I know it's
Right.
not going to get me back into it. I mean, I did never do the achievements in Smash Brothers or Shovel Knight, so I doubt I'll do them here, but I want to see what this new Springman's about.
Right. You said that you actually watched the trailer, didn't you, Steve?
Yeah, I did. So
I did not get the chance to see it.
Well, like half the trailer, it shows the ARMS logo, and the footage is just like inside the word ARMS, and it's really only the last 10 or 12 seconds that even shows everything full screen. So, and
Right.
that's kind of where they showed the achievement system and the new character and everything. So
now, do we have a date?
No. So just a tease that we're going to be getting something new. So, and I'm almost wondering if the Spring Man is going to be some sort of an alternate costume.
That would be interesting.
So, because I mean, it kind of looks like the arms are the ones we got with Max Brass.
It just looks a little bit more maniacal than that. Like Mike actually, when we were talking, I think it was Mike. It was either you or Mike. It had to have been Mike. He said that maybe it would be like Headlock 2.0 or something. Like, because they always talk about how, like, when you get to the Headlock fight at the end of the game, how like something went wrong in the laboratory and everything. Maybe it's like an upgraded like power suit kind of thing, kind of like they did with Headlock. I don't know.
Oh, that would be cool.
Yeah, I'm assuming that it's not going to be a new character, but I guess anything's open.
Sure.
So, and it's hard to talk much longer about 30 seconds worth of footage. So,
yeah. When did they say that? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say we could talk about that awesome Mario Odyssey music video they released yesterday.
oh, that was so cool.
Yeah. Did you download it?
No, I should download it, but I did. I watched it today.
Nice.
My 4-year-old was announcing every time Mario captured something else. He's the fishy. Now he's the bullet. Now he's the dinosaur. It was great.
And Justin's sitting there going, "Now it's the fishy. Now it's the bullet. Now it's the dinosaur." So yeah, it worked out for everybody.
I was too excited by all the choreographed dancing and all that, you know.
Sure.
I will say that, like, on a Mario Odyssey related note, like I watched my first little bit of gameplay the other day, and I am pumped for that game.
Good.
It is going to be awesome. I cannot wait. I cannot wait to have something worth playing on my Switch again, other than, you know, games I already have on my Wii U.
Can you believe that that's already coming this month? Like, it's crazy to me.
It's coming in like 6 days. Like it's this week.
Oh, it's next week that it comes out?
I thought it wasn't it the 17th?
Okay. Wait.
27th.
It's the 27th. I've got the official countdown here.
Oh, you got
That's
me.
right. Etrian Odyssey is the 17th. Mario Odyssey is like the
Who cares about
27th or
that?
something.
We are
Or the
2 weeks,
26th.
2 weeks, 1 day, 2 hours, and 37 minutes, and counting.
Okay.
Thanks for that. Excessive information brought to you by
It's
Steve.
on my phone.
That's both amazing and super sad.
It's just a countdown app, but yeah, it is kind of sad.
Because I have a countdown app for my Disney World vacation, but I feel like it's a little more worth counting down to.
I guess.
Yeah, I guess spending time with family is a good thing.
Live in the moment.
Well, I guess since we started talking about Mario Odyssey, I guess our time is done here for ARMS. So let's move on to our last news topic here. And that one's mine. I don't know if any of you guys got the chance to read that Breath of the Wild article that I posted in our private chat. But Nintendo, some of the Nintendo developers from Breath of the Wild were at some kind of Japanese game developer conference, and they were interviewed, and it was actually a really fascinating read, I thought. So there a couple of things came out of that. One was they designed the game based on triangles, and how they did that was, I guess, so you think of a triangle, right? You see the top of the peak. For the player to get to the top, they figured they have 3 options. They could go around the left, they could go around the right, or they can go over the top. So if the player were to go around the left, they would gradually start seeing things as they move towards the view of the mountain, right? So they would place objects like a rectangular object that to direct you towards that way. And basically they made the game with a bunch of triangles, a bunch of rectangles, also that you can, everything is there in a certain point of view. So you're always seeing a tower wherever you're standing, or you're always seeing something to guide you to like the top of a mountain, which might lead you to like a Korok or something like that. So it was a really fascinating read. I'm definitely not doing it justice there. Look it up if you want to. Look it up if you want to read up about it. But one other thing that came out of this that I found pretty interesting was how they debugged the game. So during the game, if they allowed developers to leave signposts all over the world. So you can leave a signpost at like Death Mountain and say like this and this and this is being tested right now. Don't enter this cave or it might crash the game or something like that. And basically they were able to leave signposts all throughout the Breath of the Wild world, and that's how they were how they did their development. And that's really fascinating to me. I've never I don't know, that's just interesting. That's yeah, right. It's just an interesting way to go ahead.
It makes me want an MMO Breath of the Wild even more now, because like we got a taste of that with Wind Waker HD with the messages in bottles, and then to have this huge open world with nobody in it, I just want to I want to leave signposts around for other people in Hyrule. Hey, there's a Talus up the way. Make sure you're ready, or something like that.
Right.
I still think in like 2 or 3 years, I'd love to get some kind of like go out with other people and walk around this world kind of thing. Like I wish it was a thing. Because you're right, it does feel like it purposefully feels barren because of the plot of the story. But it would be so cool to like meet other players who are playing the game and like have that be a thing, I
have a feeling that that's going to happen sooner or later by some modder, like I think that's going to be a thing.
Yeah, but like, wouldn't it be fun if Nintendo took the initiative? Like,
oh, for sure.
Yeah, well, and unfortunately for those of us who own the Switch version, I feel like modding it is going to be a lot harder than if you have the Wii U. Like, if that was a thing, if like online Breath of the Wild was a thing, I would just pull my Wii U out of retirement and risk bricking it for the sake of, glorious multiplayer Zelda.
Right. Have you guys seen the mods that have already come out for Breath of the Wild? Like the Shrek mod, they turn like all the into Shreks and stuff like that.
I haven't seen anything but the Shrek one, but that was entertaining in and of itself.
I saw a Wario skin for Link that was really cool. Like it actually, like there was no clipping or anything. Like it looked really legit.
Yeah. So I think if anything, that I don't believe that Nintendo's going to give us an MMO. I just don't think that's in the cards. So I think if we're wanting that, we're going to have to look to other means of getting that done. So we'll see. But
what about an SMO, sort of multiplayer online?
Meaning,
maybe you got, I don't know, 5 or 10 people in the world, not 100 people.
Well, I think even that is a little beyond Nintendo's scope right now. Let's be honest; they're not the most embracing of an online culture. Like,
yeah, that's just kind of not there.
Kind of the best we got.
Yeah. I mean, when the president was outright saying that people don't want to play online games in a time when, granted, it was like in the early 2000s and not a lot of people had like broadband access, but I was still online gaming when I had 56K modem, like I was playing like Red Alert 2 back in the 90s. So like people wanted that.
I do have to say, I don't think there's a better medium for online than the Legend of Zelda universe. Like, it's just, it's expansive, it's massive. We've already got a pre-built map in Breath of the Wild. Like, if ever there was going to be an MMO, I mean, they could come up with something completely original in the vein of ARMS and Splatoon. But Legend of Zelda just gives you so many opportunities for that. You've got all the races fleshed out that you could choose from. Like, you could do a lot with that.
You know what I was thinking the other day that I miss in Breath of the Wild, and it really made me super sad that it's not in there? There's no fishing. Where's the fishing?
True.
I don't think I missed that.
No, I do. I love fishing.
I actually really liked the version of Twilight Princess.
Yeah, the Wii version.
Great. I found fishing on Breath of the Wild to be fun. You throw a bomb in and you collect the fish. It doesn't get any better than that.
I mean, you're not wrong.
It's coming right
for us. No, yeah, I don't know. I think going back to the MMO topic, I think you're right, Lucas. I think either the Zelda universe or actually maybe even the Metroid universe would be great for an MMO.
Or Pokemon.
I feel like if we got a Metroid MMO, I feel like it would be very Destiny. Like that same kind of like. I'm not saying I want it.
Well,
I'm saying that's how it would be. Like.
Yeah, I think it would be more like that. What's that other? It's a
Federation Force
exclusive game.
Never mind.
It was the one that played. Oh God, I can't think of it. I'll think of it later.
Then I win.
Ratchet and Clank.
No,
Gran
it's
Turismo.
kind of like a space version of Minecraft where you have to go around from planet to planet.
Oh, Terraria?
No.
No,
you're
he's
talking
talking
about,
yeah.
No Man's Sky.
Yes, No Man's Sky. I figured Metroid would be something more like that if it was an MMO, except for
Just
with
go
actual
from
encounters.
planet to planet, eradicating races of aliens.
Yep.
You know, it would be nice to get a Metroid game. I mean, I guess the title of the franchise kind of precludes this, but a Metroid game where you get to see Samus chasing a bounty that isn't Metroid or Ridley related.
Yeah, something non-space pirate. You know, maybe a character with like 3 dimensions who's, you know, terrorist,
Honestly,
but he's doing it for a good reason or something.
I don't even care if there's a story.
Why I
just
like
wanna...
Fusion so much, because you were going after
Yeah.
the SAS.
Well,
Which,
and
yeah, I mean, it was vaguely Metroid related, but
as unpopular as it was, the Prime for the DS kind of did that too, because it had like 6 rival bounty hunters that you would like encounter semi-randomly and have to like fight and take down and stuff.
Sure. Okay, well, we've hit our time for
we didn't even.
that news
We
topic.
weren't even discussing what the topic was.
That's why we have a timer.
Exactly, actually. So yeah, we're gonna move on, and we're gonna move on from the news entirely, and we're gonna let Justin take it away to Nintendo. So we're gonna take a little break, and we'll be right back.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I gotta find more music.
Hey Eugene, when are we supposed to do listener questions? Before or after Nintendo's?
I think it's after.
Right
Yeah,
after.
I think it's after Nintendo's before change the system, right?
New format. I still don't know what the fuck's going on.
Yes.
I never know what's going on.
Right. Change the system. Change the format.
Yeah.
Hold on a sec.
What the?
Had to put my dog in the other room. She was getting restless.
I'm gonna have to mute Mario, or I'm not gonna be able to hear the music.
He was for a second, but
I love
I'm very
that.
proud of myself right now. I have our faces all on the left of the screen. In the middle, I have the group chat, so I'm more responsive than normal. And then on the right, I've got my emulator. This is a good way of doing things. I like this.
Well, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
7, 8, 9, 10.
Stop that.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
I'm trying to. Oh, wait.
You were at 6.
No, it was at 16. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
Well, before I put the logo off to the side of my screen, you could actually see the top part of Ultrazord behind me.
I just got a message in Discord that says chicken breast sliced with veggies inside. Minus is
Ooh, that's like the only meat I enjoy other than hamburgers. And cue Justin.
You lost me at breast.
I'm still trying to fill out my what do you call it? My list of music here.
Oh.
Well, because I've actually exhausted my list of games that I've wanted to use, so I'm having to go through and find other things. I didn't realize.
Wait,
What?
are you compiling your list right now?
Well, I'm supplementing it.
Let me help you, Justin. Shovel Knight, Donkey Kong, Shantae. 3 more games right there for you.
There's 3 games that everybody always thinks that you're using, but you're not.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I'm excited to hear what games the Patreon patrons? What do we call them? The patrons.
Patrons. That's the word.
I'm excited to see what the patrons came up with for their choices. I always like the listener choices. That spawned an entire thing from me last time. Like,
right?
One of them is like Resident Evil, and I'm like, horror theme, go.
Right? Do you need a moment, Justin, to finish?
Yeah, give me a couple more minutes to just grab a couple more games here.
This is all outtake material.
Yeah, I'm
Killing
scouring
Star anyway. So
Do what
Well,
now?
I'm gonna start playing Stardew Valley.
All right, we've each got our thing. So Eugene, you definitely need to get into the Discord, and anybody who's listening who's playing Stardew Valley definitely needs to get into the Discord, because Phantom and Minus and I are, well, I'm having fun. I don't know if they're having any fun with it, but I'm having fun like comparing farms and stories and stuff. Like Stardew Valley for me is what Legend of Zelda was for Justin. Like I love going in and being like, there are dwarves in the game and crap like that. So, you know.
The Discord is literally the reason that spurred me to buy the game when I did. I was gonna wait until the weekend, but I saw everybody playing it, so I was like, fuck. Guess I want it too.
I'm actually thinking we might want to create our own channel for this game. I think it's gotten big enough that maybe we should stop like polluting the general chat with all of our farm talk and just move it into a separate hub.
Ooh, there's a good one.
It's a good idea. I'm sure that if we don't do it by the time, if Phantom hasn't done it by the time we get off the show, one of us can get that done.
Sounds good.
Well, I'm gonna take my sweater off. It's getting kind of stuffy.
It's getting hot.
Oh, I get to see my nipples.
All your clothes.
Stripping.
I'm getting so hot, I want to take my clothes off.
Says Eugene.
Oh, I was
Quit sending work emails. You people should be at home relaxing.
But
we are all having a very different night tonight, aren't we? Justin's scrambling to get his stuff done. Eugene is stripping. I'm singing about it, and you're answering work emails.
Not answering. I'm clearing out of my inbox because I'm tired of looking at the notifications.
Not answering, just ignoring.
Pretty much.
I guess this would have been prime time to have. Well, actually, if we had anybody who wanted to join in, maybe we don't have anybody who wants to join into our Google group this time. I was going to say this would have been a good time to re-invite, but
Phantom said he couldn't join, and Minus is eating dinner right now.
Heather disappeared.
Who's our other tier member at that tier?
One of them is Heather, right?
Oh, Andy Searson. I don't. He's probably working because he's in Singapore time.
All right, I think I'm ready. I might have to come up with a couple of them last minute, but I will cross that bridge when I come to it. All right. Let me get ready to switch over all of my inputs.
Well, that was lovely.
Thank you. I worked hard on it.
I give it a 3 out of 5.
That was cruel, Steve. It was really unnecessary.
Hey, that's average.
You crossed the line tonight. You crossed our line, our sacred line that we don't cross. You are banned.
Okay. Loopback is not automatically turned on here. So hopefully all I have to do is turn on the app, activate the virtual inputs, and it will be ready to go, because otherwise I'll have to re-enter the call.
Okay. Well, we'll do a test before we...
No, I'm good.
Cool.
Check.
Want to check your... Oh, you don't have Audacity, right? You're using some of the recording.
Yeah, I'll check that in it. I'm switching over my mic right now, but let me music here to play to get a test and find something.
Yeah, I know that was weak. I'm only drinking iced tea, not soda.
Dang, Phantom was not messing around. He just created that channel.
Yeah, I'm impressed.
Yeah, well done.
Oh, and Phantom can no longer get our video because he's in a hotel.
Hey, Phantom, tell your hotel they need to upgrade to a couple of 1 gig circuits. That'll help them out.
Yeah, that'll go great with the hotel.
Donkey Kong Country.
This better be really Donkey Kong track.
Right.
So we can all hear that? How's the volume?
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, that's good.
All right. Let me make sure that my recording is picking it up.
Now I want to go play Donkey Kong Country. I haven't
Tough.
played it
You gotta
since
play
months.
Steve, did you listen to the show last week? I put a special Donkey Kong track in there just for you.
No, I didn't. I know the 1 week
I figured as much.
Otherwise, yeah, I would have texted you and been like, "Dude." No, I haven't listened to a single
Set a
podcast
timer
since I
for
started the
15
new
minutes.
job.
It's difficult, right? Like when I started my new job,
It
I
is.
used to listen to like literally I would probably listen to a good 40 hours of podcasts a week, and now I'm probably listening to only like 4 podcasts a week. So.
How do
I'm
you
probably
not listen to
listening to-
podcasts, Eugene? You sit at a computer for like 8 hours a day.
I do listen to a podcast occasionally, but I'm so often talking on the phone that I like forget to either turn it back on or I just don't have time to listen to it. So yeah.
One for me, I'm wandering around these offices, and so I'm constantly like, "Okay, what's going on with your computer?" And then I have to try and fix it, and I don't want to put something in and be rude when they're sitting right there. So
Sure.
I could do it during lunch, but while I'm training, I've got my guy that I'm training with that I'm sitting there with all day too. So
All
I
right.
don't know.
I think I am ready. Let me bring up my list of the patron suggestions so I know which ones came from whom. All right. Okay, are we ready?
We are ready.
Ready.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Infendo Radio. We are about to play some Nintendo tunes. For those of you new to Infendo Radio and Tangled Up in Chords here, Nintendo tunes is where the host, in this case me, will play some music from games that appeared on Nintendo systems, and the other hosts will try to guess what the game is from. Yeah, what game the music is from.
Don't distract him. He's
Whilst
having a
playing
moment.
Other games.
What?
I said, "Don't distract him. He's having a moment."
Yes. Let me. All right, I'm just going to jump right into the last one I opened. So give me a moment to make sure all my audio is set up correctly. And don't forget to shut up, Lucas. Don't forget to click on my face so you can hear me instead of Lucas's dumbass.
Wah, wah.
I love it.
All right, and I
He
am
hates us.
ready to go. Oh, almost forgot to open up my scorecard. Although I'm sure Heather is in there keeping score. I like to have.
Oh, that reminds me. I need to minimize the chat, so I'm not a cheater face.
I like to think anything I'm doing in my life, Heather is there keeping score. Like I'm playing Smash Bros. And she's just in like another state marking off when I win and lose matches. You know.
Splatoon. She does our Splatoon matches for us.
Oh yeah.
Hey, it's one of the most recent apps I used, so all right. And Eugene will have some editing to do this week, taking out all of this nonsense.
He's already writing his notes.
Sorry, I'm not a little better prepared, but it's been a hell of a week, and it just seems to be getting better. All right, here we go. And round 1.
Fight.
I was waiting for somebody to say that. Oh crap! We got an ad.
Toyota.
I will mute the ad.
Trojan.
Trojan man.
I was
All
thinking
right.
that too.
Of course you will.
Okami?
Oh, Okami.
It is not Okami.
Breath of the Wild, Skyward Sword.
No, and no.
Muramasa?
Nope. Well, you were all so way off that you don't even know.
So this is your troll
I
track.
don't even know.
Apparently, I actually don't. I couldn't tell you based on the names of these what they are. So If we would like something else, I can bring up something else. Or if you'd like to keep guessing this, go ahead.
Let's get another track.
All right, let's get another track.
We're out of Japanese names.
I don't think you're too bad.
No.
It's a racing game?
Not really.
Is this Excite Truck?
It is not. You want me to start dropping hints?
How about a system?
DS.
DS. Wow. This music's pretty good for a DS game.
Yes, a lot of this game was pretty good for a DS.
Is this Tony Hawk game?
Nope.
Is this one of the Guitar Hero games?
It is not.
Ooh, good guess.
Jump
I
ahead.
actually had the Guitar Hero on too. I like that game.
That was a fun game.
We want another
Very
track.
good. I don't know what it is.
Your choices are always so weird.
This is my last minute one. Like I started with this one because it's the most recent one I opened.
How about... Oh. Is there an F-Zero on DS?
There was not an F-Zero on DS. So to answer your next question, no, this is not F-Zero DS.
How about a type of... Like a whatchamacallit?
Genre?
Yeah, that's the one. I was going to say platform.
Genres. Kind of hard to nail down without giving it away.
How about developer then?
Definitely hard to nail down without giving it away. I will say that the publisher was Take-Two.
Oh, is this Chinatown Wars?
There it is.
Yeah.
By being vague, I gave away too much. I'm listening to myself. I'm like, there's no way I can answer any of these questions without giving away what this music is. Interesting thing about Chinatown Wars, it had an entire radio station done by Deadmauss.
Oh, cool.
Huh.
I have that game and I've never played it. I should really do that.
It is amazing. It is both one of my favorite DS games and one of my favorite Grand Theft Auto games of all time.
There's a lot of people that really like it, and then there's a lot of people that really don't like it, and I have to say I feel like I would be in the don't like it category.
Most likely, you don't like much of anything.
I'm not a fan of top-down games.
Well, I'll remember that next time we go out together.
That was lazy even for you.
All right. I'll do one more of my own. You know what? This. Okay. All right. Sorry, I was trying to figure something out. And yeah. Anywho. All right. And the next music is coming up as soon as I open. Here we go. I'll go with.
God, I feel like I should know this.
Really?
Is this a Game Boy game?
It is not a Game Boy game.
Gotta be Nintendo then.
Yep. Or Nintendo throwback, but I'll just give that one to you and say yes.
It's not Minish Cap, is it?
My mouth was full, so unfortunately the podcast listeners don't see the completely baffled look on my face when Lucas suggests Minish Cap for the original NES.
All I heard was Nintendo.
Are we ready for the next?
Yeah.
Because I'm running out of music on this one.
Oh god, I really feel like I should know this.
Any questions, comments, expressions of anxiety?
How about a hint of some sort?
Let's see. It is a licensed game.
Oh my god, there's so many games
Shadow
this
Man.
sounds like that I know it's not.
I'm gonna mute
Is it
the
Batman?
disc for the remainder of this game. Whoa, what was that, Eugene?
Is it Batman?
It is a Batman.
Keep going,
Return of the
Eugene.
Joker. I don't know what the
There
other
you go.
subtitles are.
Return of the Joker. Jeez,
Was it-
you never
was
let
it
me get to my
Konami?
favorite track.
Was that a Konami game, Justin?
Sunsoft.
Or Sunsoft? Okay.
Yeah,
saying, it
Konami and
sounded-
Sunsoft have very similar music.
It sounded just like Fester's Quest. That's what was throwing me off, was all I could think of was Fester's Quest. And I knew it wasn't that.
All right, so Eugene with 2.
Is Eugene frozen?
No, I'm just playing. I'm
Oh,
just
okay.
chopping grass, dog.
You were very still, dude. Like alarmingly still.
We were ready to call Heather to check for a pulse or something. All
I don't
right.
think we've played a game.
I was just about to say, let's throw in a Patreon request. This one comes from Heather White, and if I can get this, gotta find. There it is. All right, me. Sorry, wasn't ready yet.
I think I know that little riff there, though.
I'm digging the slap bass. Feeling a little flea going on here.
I got nothing, man.
Anyone? Guesses? Questions?
System?
Super Nintendo. That's the Super Nintendo Entertainment System, also known as the Super Famicom, in case Lucas is confused.
Or
Chrono
SNES?
Trigger.
No, it is not
Chrono
Chrono Trigger.
The obligatory Chrono Trigger gets.
I wasn't sure whether that was a serious guess.
It would have been if you got it right. If I was Heather, what kind of games would I play?
This guy, apparently. Speaking of Heather, for the last round, which was a Batman game, Heather guessed X-Men, so you were both in the same ballpark for superhero games.
I'll take it.
Any questions?
How about you said this is SNES?
Yes,
How about,
SNES.
How about genre, maybe?
Puzzle.
Is this Yoshi's Cookie?
This is not Yoshi's Cookie.
Puyo something?
Nope. I kind of hate when you guys ask for genre because it can get really, really easy to nail down a game just from genre.
Is this Tetris Attack?
Eugene sweeping the game tonight.
Oh, it is Tetris Attack. Awesome. Well, there's not many puzzle games like you said, I guess.
Right.
And it's not Dr. Mario.
Oh no. Definitely not Dr. Mario. All right. Let's see. right. That's no. All right, here we go.
Heather, you're stumping us. Good job.
This is round 4.
It sounds so much like Animal Crossing.
Yeah, since we just listened to that for
Round to reset my inputs.
Okay. Why don't you do that? Might as well pause this one and just reset it. I'll make a note.
All right. Oh, if I'd known that, I would just reset the timer.
Hey,
all right.
Eugene, did you see that text I just sent you?
Nope, don't have my phone. Let's see.
Mike's been writing me on the Hangouts.
Oh, is Mike going to join up?
It doesn't sound like it.
Probably mad that he just missed the last round.
Yes, but not at us.
All right. And let's see.
I didn't get a message from you, Steve.
Back.
Seriously? Motherfuck. Okay, well, let's see. Basically, he was like...
Steve, wait, before you share this with us, is this something that should be shared with us on, like, live Infendo Air?
Fair point, I'll try and send that message again.
Hey, let's play Nintendo's.
Is this one of yours, or is this a listener one?
This one's one of mine. Don't ask me genre. Actually, don't ask me anything. I cannot think of a possible answer to anything that won't give this one away.
I mean, unless it's Virtual Boy or something, you can give us at least console.
No, I can't.
Oh, God.
Let's see. Find the next. Is anybody gonna guess something?
I've got nothing. You told me not to ask you anything.
Endless
Don't what?
Endless Ocean?
Nope. Don't make me play the music that's gonna give this to Lucas.
Sonic.
It's
fuck.
It's the app. Whatever.
Mitomo.
Yeah, I was gonna give it to you anyway. I was just gonna listen to how long you stumbled over it. Yeah, this was gonna be the one that was gonna be the giveaway for you, Lucas. Because it's the Me Photo music.
Oh, that explains why I don't know, because I've never heard it in my life.
You're missing out if you have never played with Me Photo and Mitomo.
Nope. I
Photo
just
and Mitomo.
screenshot, send it off.
How do you think I got all those Arrow 1 Infendo plugs?
Right. All right. So we are going on to round 5, and Eugene has 3. Lucas has 1. Where did my sound go? I accidentally turned everybody down. All right. That is not what I wanted.
That was also
Contra.
I am going to not give you that point because number 1, I didn't plan on playing that music, and number 2, you already have 3. Actually, it isn't Contra. So there. If anybody else can...
Contra 2. Contra 3.
You sound terrible.
Hey, fuck you. That was Contra at first.
Okay, so it's Contra first. Tell me which Contra it is, and I will give you the point.
Contra 1, 2, 3. Super C.
Contra 64, Contra Sunshine, Contra Galaxy.
There's Contra 4 that was on the DS.
New
Contra
Super
Alien
Contra.
Super Contra was Alien Wars.
Contra and Contra, Alien Saga.
I gotta see what the chat's doing with us.
The chat's talking about farms and chickens.
Yeah.
The chat is gone.
This is probably the Game Boy Contra, whatever
All
that's
right.
called.
Yep. All right. You're getting there. It is a Game Boy Contra.
He's the only one guessing.
I'm gonna make this a challenge for him if I have to.
Well, to Google I go.
Oh, come on. Somebody just call something out that's Contra related.
Contra Game Boy, the Man Wars.
I think that's the video you watched this afternoon.
I know what it's called now.
Steve, say something. Steal it.
I don't know. The only Contras I know are Contra 1, Contra 2, Contra 3, and Contra 4.
I'm pretty sure there aren't actual Contra. There isn't actually a Contra 2.
Oh, I'm sure there is.
All right. Since I blew this one and Eugene is the only one trying, I will give it to him. It is Operation C for the Game Boy.
Yeah.
That's a thing. Cool. Good job, Eugene.
Yeah, good job, Eugene. Suck it. All right.
Evidently, I'm not the only salty one on the show tonight.
I only needed like 3 little notes of that, and I got it. Justin, don't mess with me.
It's
all
like
right.
being a Donkey Kong shit.
Okay, we're doing another Patreon request because I hate everything right now, and I can't. So this one comes from Andrew Searson. And since nobody in the chat is actually listening to Nintendo's at this point, I don't even know why I'm talking about it.
Because we have 1,000 regular listeners.
Why did it just go super quiet?
I know I can hear it. Can you hear anything?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I want to say Banjo-Kazooie, but I know it's not Banjo-Kazooie.
It is not Banjo-Kazooie. I don't see how this sounds anything like anything from Banjo-Kazooie, so I don't know why you were thinking.
Picturing Gobi's Desert or Gobi's
It
Mountain
most
or whatever
definitely
it's called.
doesn't, but I appreciate.
I'm
the
picturing
effort it
I'm
does.
picturing Sandopolis Zone from Sonic 3 or Sonic and Knuckles that Lucas does not remember existing or hating.
I never played
This
it.
This is clearly
Hang on, I'm trying
Super Nintendo,
to
right?
change the music here. Yes. I'm trying to get some more information on the game so I can answer your questions.
Oh, is that a racing game?
I bet it's a beat 'em up.
It is classified as action platform.
Time Cop.
No. Isn't Time Cop a shooter?
That's Time Crisis.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hmm.
is Time Cop the one
We
based
haven't
on
guessed that yet
Sylvester Stallone movie?
I'm gonna guess it's not Gex.
No, it is not.
That was a throwaway guess. We haven't said it yet tonight.
Yeah. I've got
We're
nothing.
going to we're going to exhaust our list of games we guess every week, but it's never that. Eventually, we're just going to sarcastically guess every game that exists, and the game will be fun. Any more questions?
System.
Super Nintendo.
Yes, Super Nintendo. It's an action platform.
How about development?
Cap Production with Cap Production with CAP all in capitals.
Is that a? Oh God, I know. Oh my God. Shit.
Yep, here we go. He started cursing.
Let me pause my Stardew real quick. Give me some more music.
The only other clue I can give you is that it's a very Japanese game.
So this is a Lucas game.
Except
An
this probably
action-
came out before. Action platform, Super Nintendo. It was the publisher was Hudson. As in Hudson Soft, as in, you know, Bomberman, the little B logo. Very Japanese. I've heard of this game, but I've only ever seen it once and never played it.
It's not like Cul-de-sac. Was that even an old game?
I don't. It is not that, and I don't know what it is. Are we ready to give up?
I got nothing, man.
I'm stumped.
All right. Here's
Not that
stage
that's hard to do.
1-1. Nothing.
Now it sounds very much like a Sonic game.
Title music.
This sounds like a Sonic game to you.
That last song did. And the Sandopolis Zone song.
Was it Super Nintendo exclusive, or did it come with
As far as
other things?
As far as I know, let me double check that. Yes, it was Super Nintendo exclusive. Do you want to?
Yeah, I got nothing, man.
Hagane: The Final Conflict.
Oh yeah, I know
Damn.
that game. No.
I know of the game, but that's about it. All right.
That was a stumper.
Yeah, if I've ever heard one for sure. Good one. Who suggested that one? Did you say Andy?
Yeah, that was Andy.
Awesome. Thanks, Andy. That's I'm gonna have to check that one out.
Impressive.
Most impressive. All right, let me close a few windows here so that I know which ones I've already done. What have I got here? Ooh. Right, hopefully I don't run out of time on some of these, but all right, here we go. This is round 7.
Is this one of yours?
This is one of mine.
I got to get in just in time.
It might help, actually.
I knew there was a comeback for that somewhere. It's just escaping me at the moment.
Man, I've got nothing.
We got to think old because it's Justin.
Yes, this one came out on the Nintendo Color TV box.
Yeah.
Pre-NES era.
So back in
it was
1947.
Right.
Then it was a Ponegriff off.
Right. This
What were
This-
those?
this-
The
this-
color something.
this was the first thing Nintendo did after the bomb was dropped.
Okay.
Oh dear.
Love Hotel.
But seriously, folks. Do we
I got
have
nothing,
any
man.
guesses, questions?
How about you give us a hint?
GameCube. It was multi-platform, but so GameCube era.
Let's say we used Resident Evil 4 last week.
Ask some questions. Give me something to work with here.
We're thinking, which is amazing radio.
Think aloud. Exactly.
How about genre?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's
Horror game.
tough. I don't really know what you'd classify it
Survival.
as? It's kind of a platform puzzle 3D thing.
Platform puzzle 3D thing.
Yeah.
I know that genre well.
It's not like Vex or something.
No, I'm not sure what that is. Let's see if anyone.
This was Home Improvement 4.
Let me see what Wikipedia lists the genre as.
Is this a licensed game?
Yes, it is.
Is this a Bond game? Is this like Nightfire or something?
No, it is not.
And it's not a Bond game?
Action adventure survival horror is what it's classified as. I would call it more action adventure than survival horror, but
Licensed. It's not like a Lord of the Rings.
I could give you the developer, but I don't know if that would help you any. It was High Voltage Software. Coincidentally, the same
Conduit.
studio, yeah, that did Conduit and heck, that the Mad World.
Platinum did Mad World.
Yes, but they wait. No, okay, yeah, you're right. All right.
I know they did a bunch of licensed stuff. Is it like a Nickelodeon title?
Nope. Gonna give you the credits because I think we're exhausting this one here. This is actually probably the most common music you hear in the game.
I've never played it. I know that much. I have no guesses. I concede.
Okay, nothing.
Is Lucas still with us?
Yeah, I have nothing.
All right, I got two more for you, and then I'm just gonna give it to you.
You're gonna give me the point? That's very
Brothers
generous.
Brothers Zeke. Now you found my brothers three. Together we shall sing. Don't be scared and don't be shy. It's music that we bring. A secret place we can unlock. Our voices are the
Mansion?
key.
Boom! Steve comes in with his point.
Holy fuck.
There's a Haunted Mansion game?
Yes,
Is it based on the awful movie?
No, it was released to coincide with the movie, but had nothing to do with the movie.
Huh.
Weird.
I was debating on whether or not to actually guess it. I'm like,
Well,
oh, what the hell?
Aren't you glad you did? Whoop! Why is that playing?
I would wager to guess that you have picked a Disney track every time you've
Well,
said tunes.
that's why when you said get into my head, I told you that's a good idea. All right, let's see what
Should have went
round.
deeper.
I gotta reset my audio again because you guys suck at this game. We are on round 8, and we have one more Patreon request to do. I think I might save that one for.
I think we should have 2. Because I'm pretty sure Phantom and Minus were both talking about their suggestions.
I didn't see. They were talking about what they were going to suggest, but Minus never actually suggested anything that I saw.
Minus if you did, we'll get that next week.
Yeah, I apologize if I missed any ones. I saw 3 actual requests. Actually, at least one person requested 2, but I only took one of theirs. So
forgive us. We'll figure this shit out.
yeah, still new at this. So Dee-dee-dee-dee. Tum tiddly tum tum tum. Oh, I gotta reset my audio before I get static. Hang on.
You said dee-dee-dee-dee. My first thought was Sweeney Todd.
I don't know how that ties in with Sweet Todd.
It's a song from Sweeney Todd.
I don't know. It's been a couple years since I've watched it.
You need to watch it, Justin. It's a great movie for this time of year.
It is. I have both the film version and the staged version.
I still need to watch the stage version. I've only seen the one with Johnny Depp.
All right, let's see here. What have I got here? All right, I've already done that one. Here's one. Let me make sure that I don't start immediately playing the title screen music. Okay, good. Because the last thing we need is Eugene stealing an unfair point. Yeah.
I mean... This Cuckoo Land?
Is not.
It's Tiny Toons?
Nope. All right, this doesn't get any different. That was shorter than I expected.
This is Game Boy?
That's what she said.
Nope.
NES.
Yep.
This isn't Mickey's Mouse Cafe, is it?
It is not.
Good, because I was going to be pissed if it was, because I was just about to guess that.
I will say it's somewhat appropriate for the season. Actually, it is appropriate for the season. But...
Is it licensed?
Nope. And I'm going to run on music. The unfortunate thing about these Nintendo games is sometimes they don't have a whole lot of music to go by.
It's not like Friday the 13th or something, is it?
Yes, this is Friday the 13th. Can't you imagine Jason chopping up teenagers to this music? It's not licensed. This music I could listen to all night. And I might.
Might have to wait for us to guess.
Any questions here?
Why don't you drop us a hint or something?
It was made by Nintendo. It was original Nintendo. It was a black box game.
There ain't many of those. It's not like Kung Fu, is it?
Nope.
Black box, appropriate for Halloween.
Why do I want to say Kid Icarus?
I don't know. Why do you want to say Kid Icarus? I can't answer these questions, Eugene. I can't get into your head.
And we can't get into yours, clearly.
I've got nothing.
I'm running out of music here, so I'm going to have to give it to you.
Why can't I think of the black box games?
We're going to kick ourselves in the ass, aren't we?
Probably. And I'm starting to
I
look
know
around.
this one for sure. I know that one.
Oh, that's because I started on this one. What's this one? And we're out of track, so I'm going back to the in-game music. Are we ready to call this? Are we?
Yeah.
Do we have any votes here?
Yeah, I said
I
call
got
it.
nothing.
All right.
Yeah.
The game is ice hockey.
Oh my god. That's so dumb.
I didn't say what season it was appropriate for. I just said it's appropriate for the current season.
You got me thinking of like horror type games or something
Yeah,
like
same
that.
here.
Well, it's not my fault. Y'all don't follow the good sports.
Or sports.
I'll be honest, I don't follow sports either, but I like hockey. So
There's not much ice here in New Mexico. Truth be told.
do you even have an NHL team?
We have not a professional sports team of any kind.
Really? The whole state does not have a single professional sports team?
How does Utah have 3 and New Mexico has none?
Mormon's got to have something to do.
Get married, obviously.
And have kids.
Well, you got to have something to do with all your wives. All right, we're on to round 9, and I will do another request here. This one comes from the only other person whose request I actually saw. Let me get it from Michael Halvey.
Okay.
I apologize if
Phantom.
yes. Okay, I was gonna say I apologize to any of you who I'm calling by your real name because that's what you show up as on Patreon, and I don't know all of your what your screen name is compared to your real name. So
Gotcha.
I need the knock list.
So it sounds like we got your request in. Then minus is Michael Halvey, right?
No, that's Phantom is Michael Halvey.
No, minus is Michael Halvey.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah. Okay. So we're good.
If Michael Halvey is in chat, please let us know who you are.
He's chatting right now, guys, right alongside Phantom.
Okay. All right, this is going to be a bit of a crapshoot here, so bear with me. Oh, they seem to have. Yeah, okay. They narrowed this list down to only the actual good stuff. All right, and here we go. Round 9.
Oh God, that's loud. First.
Sorry. Link's Awakening.
No, no, no. Well, yes, it was loud, but
I know this. Is this NES?
Oracle of Seasons, Oracle of Ages. It's a Zelda game. Isn't it?
no, no, no.
Oh, no, this is Balloon Fight.
It is not.
No.
Balloon Trip.
Is it?
It's the Game Boy Balloon game.
No.
Is this on an NES game?
No. It is Game Boy. Gotta take a look
Did this game come out on multiple consoles?
Most definitely not.
How do I know this?
Yeah, I do too.
Eugene, if you do know this one, I just cannot wait to hear the stream of profanity that comes out of your mouth when you don't get it. Oh, wait, we gotta come. Michael Halvey says, I bet Eugene will get it.
Well,
Michael,
shit.
I'm hoping he does not, because...
This is familiar.
What is this? So this only came out on Game Boy, you said?
Correct.
And it's not Balloon Fight or Balloon Trip or whatever was on.
Nope.
Play another track.
Is this Lemmings?
Nope.
What the fuck is this?
Oh, I know this one, and this is pissing me the fuck off.
Oh, I am enjoying this. This
Why
one's
do I
right
know
up my
this?
alley.
Is this like Civ? No, Civ never came to Game Boy. What the fuck is this?
I've definitely played this.
Original Game Boy?
Yes.
What is this?
I will be exceptionally pleased if all of you have played this. Do you have any more questions or guesses? Because I'm going to keep this going as long as I possibly can. I don't have to be anywhere tonight.
How about developer?
I believe it was Intelligent Systems.
Oh my
But let me
god.
double check that.
Is it fire?
No, it is not. I'm not finding the developer, but I'm almost positive it is Intelligent Systems.
I know I've played this motherfucking game.
Here's my favorite. No, not that. This is not what I thought it was. Where the hell is the...
Oh my god.
Is this the mini games from Game Boy Camera?
Steve with his second
Oh!
I knew these. Shit.
Damn it! Fucking A. Oh,
Man.
I feel like I should give Steve 2 points for that.
that's a good pull, man. That's a good pull.
I gotta thank you, Michael, for suggesting that one because I've wanted to throw that one into the mix for months and didn't have the balls to do it.
Somebody's done it before. I don't remember who, but one of us has done it before.
Well, then you should have known it. All right.
He says, damn it.
All right. I have to reset my audio one more time for the last round.
For those of you playing the Infendo drinking game, how many shots are we at tonight?
Oh, that was great.
Shit.
That
really makes
so
me mad.
angry.
Anybody play? I think Lucas has completely checked out. He has not said a word for the past 20 minutes. Yeah, he's not even playing anymore. He's gone. All right. Well, I'll try to make this one a little bit easier here. Let me find one. All right. This is the 10th and final.
Oh my god, it's fuck!
Never gets old.
It's Mario Kart Super Circuit or Mario Kart DS?
Mario Kart DS.
God damn it! Why couldn't I pull it out of my head?
I pulled that out of my ass. So,
geez, I didn't even get a second track in on that one.
well, I could hear the Mario Kart riffs. I was just trying to figure out what system.
Yeah, unfortunately, that was one of the ones that interpolated the title music.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so if I'm being fair, Eugene won with 4 points. Steve had 3 points. Lucas had 1. If I want to be play favorites here, I would say that Steve and Eugene are tied because to get Game Boy Camera was a pretty monumental achievement there.
No, let's just play fair. Eugene got that.
Yeah,
one.
this has gone on
needs
long
to
enough. Lucas has completely checked out of the show entirely. He hasn't. I think he's got us muted at this point.
Well,
that was exhausting.
well, we'll take a
Eugene,
little
you need a
break
beer after
and
that?
we'll be right back. No, I'm good to go.
Yeah, I'm gonna get myself a hard cider.
I need to pee. I'll be back.
So, are we gonna try and get Mike in here after Nintendo's? I don't know if was any of you guys talking to him or.
Steve made
it something.
sound like there's something personal going on and
Lucas,
he's not going to be around.
Did you get my text, Lucas? I was texting you during that.
I don't know. Let me check.
I shall return.
Yeah, I got it. Let's see. Okay, yeah, so he's not going to be around.
Okay. Well, guess we'll just roll with us.
Hi, Andy.
Hey, Andy. What's happening? How's
Oh
it
my
going?
God, we have voice.
Yeah. What's happening?
Sitting in
Looks
my
like-
car.
Hey, what's up, Phantom?
Yeah.
I honestly thought Phantom was Mike.
For a second, it looked that
P
way.
stands for Mike.
Yeah. Andy, it looks like you're on your way somewhere.
I've just parked up, so just parked up at work, so gonna head in a bit.
What time is it over there in Singapore? Is that where you're at currently?
Yeah, 10:30 in the morning.
Oh my God.
Ooh.
How can anyone stand us that early in the morning?
I'm having a hard
barely
time at night, I don't-
stomachable. We're barely stomachable late at night. We're like hard liquor.
I'm normally there with my breakfast and my morning coffee and everything like that.
Well, we're glad you were able to pop in.
Yeah, thanks guys. Cheers. Sorry for stumping you on Nintendo tunes.
That's okay. Phantom, did we miss your track this week? If we did, we'll give you a double one next week, and we'll add it in.
Yep, but I guess I'm everyone, so.
No, we got Phantom, didn't we?
We really do need a cheat sheet of the listeners, like real name. Like we need Doc Eugene, so we can keep these guys straight.
Or
That's
you guys
probably
could
not
just
a bad
spend a little more time with them, like outside of the show, and get to know them, like I apparently have. Because like
That requires work.
everyone's
I wanna work.
going, who is Minus? Who is Minus? I'm like, he's right there. He's talking to Phantom.
No, to be fair, Lucas, you got my name wrong last week, so I don't know if you can.
Yeah, but that's because, to be fair, I don't know your real name. I know that you're Phantom, and I know that Michael Halvey is freaking Minus.
Well, and I can't even use the Michael as minus because y'all are named Michael. Every last one of you.
That's
That's
it.
why I
I don't
went
remember
to
your last name. All I remember is the Michael.
Oh.
Named after a soccer player? I don't know.
Beckham? Michael Beckham?
No, if you look up on Google my name, it'll be a soccer player. I think he's my cousin.
Got it. Michael Beckham.
You got it. Good job.
It is Infendo.
I can always count on you, Lucas.
Oh dear.
Eugene, we are a mess. All of us.
That's the truth, buddy. That is the truth.
We are like a flaming pile of shit on your doorstep. That is us.
So I just saw
Beautiful
the
if you
chat
don't
that you
snap it
were,
out, though.
Steve, I just saw the chat that you were chatting with Mike in, and I was so confused because his picture is still the picture of Lucas's face on this chat in mine. So I'm like, what is happening?
Oh, man. Well, and then my phone wouldn't text out during that whole thing, so.
Yeah, I finally got your message like 5 minutes after you said you sent it. It was weird.
Well, yeah, because I had to resend it, and then I had to reboot my phone. Then I was trying to text Lucas, and I wasn't sure if he was ignoring me or if my phone was being retarded, and it was clearly a combination of the two.
Oh man, I need coffee now too. I think Andy. We were expecting Mike to come and wake us up, but he never showed up.
Someone needs to make a Starbucks run for us. Andy, get on that for us, will you?
Yeah,
Will do, man.
shoot.
Mike's banned next week then, so that's the main thing.
I'm in
Yeah.
Wyoming, so if I start now, I might hit you by morning.
Shoot.
Well, that's why I wanted Andy to do it. Andy, you're the one in San Diego, right?
Yeah, I'm definitely closer.
Yeah.
He's got me on that one.
Yeah, just run to your local Starbucks and just bring it right over to us. No big deal.
Hey. Well, I guess we're just waiting on Justin to finish his poop.
This might take a while, huh?
Yeah,
I guess so, clearly.
You have no idea how long we spend on GroupMe on the can.
That's literally like 90% of my time.
What, taking a poop?
Well, when I'm reading the GroupMe, I'm usually
Yeah, that is
pooping.
quality time right there. That's all I'm
Yeah.
saying.
You guys are bizarre. I do not understand
What
how
do you
that's a thing.
understand?
Why are you even our friends?
Something to do.
It should be like a 5-minute max trip.
Well, it would be a
Some
5
people like
minute
to enjoy
max
it,
trip.
man.
Yeah, you gotta come on. You gotta savor the good things in life,
Can't
Lucas.
be all business, Lucas.
That is like not the good thing in life. That's like the worst thing in life, except for you, Eugene, because you have a bidet. So
Yeah, it's fantastic. I will walk my ass downstairs in the middle of the night just to take a poop in that toilet. Hi, Justin.
Welcome back, Justin.
How's your poop?
It wasn't, but thank you for asking. I was trying to lead somebody into the Conan quote, but whatever. Y'all suck.
We know.
My bad. My bad. Well, Justin, do you need to do anything with your audio before we roll into listener questions?
Just one thing.
Perfect.
I was gonna say, I swear to God, if you fart at us,
Wouldn't be complete.
Go get me a drink.
Your delight.
Yeah.
All right, patrons, I'm going to mute y'all, but you're welcome to stay in the hangout if you would like.
Okay, that seems to be the only
Guys.
way I can get audio of you guys, so that's how it's gonna be.
Hey, Eugene, Phantom is not Phantom. Minus is trying to get into our Hangouts, but he's stuck at the verifying installation page. You know anything about that?
Huh.
I have trouble
Verifying
getting into the
installation.
Hangout every week, so I understand.
ooh, Justin
I
had
don't-
trouble this week.
I don't know anything about that. Were you able to get in last week, Minus? I think he was, right?
I remember right. Because I think the only one that couldn't was... Well, yeah, we had two of them, didn't we? Or did we just have Phantom?
We had two people
Maybe.
last week. I don't remember who it was. I gotta get up again. I'll be right back.
You know what?
Firefox. That's probably the problem.
If you have Internet Explorer on your computer, try that, because that's
Or
the only
Chrome.
program.
I mean, it is a Google application, so maybe it will work better on Chrome. That's what
It doesn't
I use.
work for me on Chrome. I have to use Internet Explorer, but
It didn't help me tonight either. Piece of
Yeah, I
shit.
would try Internet Explorer or Chrome because I like Lucas said, I've had problems in the past with Hangouts and Firefox for some reason or another. Okay, so let's get rolling into the next part of the show, y'all. We have 3 listener questions, so if you guys want to navigate over to the show notes. Do you 3 want to take those 3 reader questions, or do? Because I don't mind sitting out for one if you guys want to take the reading responsibilities on those.
I'll take the first one, I guess.
Cool.
I'll take the second one.
Justin, you want the last one?
What is the last one? Is it in the show notes?
Yeah,
It
very
is in
bottom.
the show notes.
All right, I will. Sure, I'll take whatever's. I'll take the leftovers. What is it? Was one game? Okay.
All right. Well, then, Lucas, why don't you lead us back into the show from Nintendo Tunes, and then whenever you're ready, we'll get started.
All right. Welcome back to Infendo Radio, episode 412. It's time for my favorite part of the show, not Justin's horrible selections for Nintendo. That was a drag, wasn't it, folks? But you know what's not a drag are some listener questions, which is,
to be fair, almost half of those were not mine.
Newest thing. And the cool thing about that is that it is something that we do with our Patreon subscribers. I think it's like the $3 tier, $2 tier. It's low, so like anybody can do it. But yeah, they pose questions.
Don't encourage
them, and it's super cool. So let's do that. And I'm gonna start us off with Heather White's question. She says she just got done watching the Nintendo World Championship, and she wants to know if the Infendo crew played in the championship, which one out of the 5 of us would have won?
Lucas.
Gentlemen!
Not and probably
Lucas has like the top score in every multiplayer game that we play together, so I'm gonna go with
Hey,
Lucas.
why can't I win? Just because I'm not good at Mario Kart, I'll whoop your ass some other shit, fools.
What game?
we
what
did kind of
my ass at, Eugene.
We did kind of. Eugene, the problem with that, Eugene, is that you never play games with us, so we don't know if you're good or not.
That is also true.
I think I can hold my own in Smash, although I will admit that Lucas and
I
Mike
forgot that's a
far outclassed me in that game for sure.
Yeah, you would beat me at that one.
I refuse to play you guys in Smash, so I wouldn't know.
We talked about this too a little off the show before we got started. If it was Pokemon, I think that would be Gentis's best bet.
Unless
Eugene's
the
best
RNG
bet
gods hate me like they normally do when I play Lucas.
I know Eugene's best bet would probably be Smash, although I don't know what other games Eugene plays. He's not bad at Splatoon either. I think if it was Mario Kart, I'd probably steal the show.
Unless it's a Mario Kart that doesn't have 200cc.
And Mike is also extremely good at video games, but I think his best bet would probably be Tetris. Yeah, anything Tetris related, like Mike could win like actual world championships. So
yeah, see, I don't know that. It's kind of tough, right? It kind of just depends on what the selection of games is. Does anybody know what the selection was for this year's Nintendo World Championship? I can look it up real quick, I guess.
No idea.
Let's
I
see.
was going to say I didn't get to watch it. I was gone all day that day.
That would give us a good indication of who would maybe win. So, but yeah, I don't know. I'm definitely not good at Mario Kart, and it mainly has something to do with it's not really my favorite Nintendo franchise. I like it, but it's kind of not my thing. I really like Smash, but like I said, I think that just Lucas and Mike would probably still beat me in that. So I don't know. It's I probably wouldn't win the Infendo World Championship. Let's just say that.
I'm betting on myself in this one. I feel like it would come down to me and Mike, and I think I could hold my own. So my money is on me, as vain and egotistical as that sounds.
Fair enough. So it looks like the Nintendo. Oh my goodness, that's interesting. So they played. I think from the looks of it, it looks like they played Mario Party 2, Mario Maker, Super Mario Brothers Deluxe, and then Super Mario Odyssey.
Nice.
Interesting.
Wait.
So actually, I think I would hold my own in those types of games. I mean, I'm pretty good at Mario.
I could do pretty well at Deluxe and Mario Maker.
I kick ass at Mario Party. I am a vicious bitch in Mario Party.
Okay,
I will take you down.
Are we talking the mini games themselves, or
I have no idea because I have the full list. Hold on a sec. Let me read the list because this is really.
Face it, Mario Party gets
I said, God damn it! Stop interrupting me. I'm going to read the list. So the first game they played was Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild somehow. So who knows what the fuck they did there? Then Smash Brothers for Wii U. Then Metroid Samus Returns. Then Balloon Fight. Then Smash Brothers for Wii U again. Bird and Beans. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Bird and Beans is nothing more than flicky. Jesus Christ.
Donkey Kong Country Returns. Steve.
Yeah.
Splatoon 2. Tetris. Mike. ARMS. Lucas. Mario Party 2, who knows? Mario Maker, Mario Deluxe, and then Mario Odyssey. So that's interesting. So I think that's a really interesting mix of games,
Am I the only one who heard Lucas or heard Eugene say Metroid Thomas Returns?
Yes.
He said Samus.
You're the only one. He said
Oh,
Samus.
okay. So we're quaying that now.
Yep.
Okay.
I still say that we need to have like an Infendo championship.
That's
like,
a good idea. We should do it for. We should do it. You know how they do like Child's Play? We should do
I was
like a
gonna
charity.
say, yeah,
thing.
we
That
should
would
do it
be
for, like, a
really
charity.
cool. And then
Yeah.
we could settle this age-old argument once and for all.
I mean,
Ooh.
I'm pretty. I think I keep up with you guys in Mario Kart pretty well. If only there were an online multiplayer Mario Party we could all play together.
Yeah.
I know.
No kidding, right? So I don't know. With this list of games, I think it might be up for grabs. You know, like I think it would still be Lucas and Steve, just because I see Smash in there twice. I see Tetris and Arms in there. So
We're all turning our heads in question right now.
Lucas and Mike is what Eugene meant to say.
oh, I'm sorry, Lucas and Mike. Yes.
I was like, excuse me?
There was Donkey Kong in there for you though. So
By the way, that timer was perfect timing for you messing that up.
yeah, right. All right. Well, we're going to move on to our next question. But thank you, Heather, for sending that in. If you want to send in a question like Heather, you can be a Patreon subscriber. So just go join us at Infendo Radio or patreon.com/Infendo Radio. So, Lucas, do you want to take this next one for us?
I mean, I can, but doesn't somebody else want to read
I
one?
was going to say, yeah, I thought I was going to read this one.
Oh,
Eugene.
my God. I'm just fucking shit up.
So I have a question about this question. Who changed the name?
Who do you think changed the name
Yeah.
to Michael Beckham? Who do you think went into the show notes and changed his last name to Beckham, Steve?
I don't know. That sounds like something that Eugene and Justin might.
Could have been any of
you.
us.
Really could have. So since I have to read the show notes because they are law, Michael Beckham writes in an ass. I recently heard of the Middle-earth Shadow of War, that it will have microtransactions in a mostly single-player game. They unfortunately are not going anywhere anytime soon. Do you think they will slowly make their way into more single-player games, or will they mostly stay in multiplayer-focused games?
I hope so. Honestly.
You want to pay money for stupid crap in games?
Microtransactions?
Okay.
Depends on the microtransaction.
Yeah, I was gonna say let's define microtransactions, because right now microtransactions just means anything tacked onto a game after it's released.
Okay,
No, that's DLC.
No.
Usually microtransactions are like you pay a few extra bucks, you get a few extra in-game monies
Yeah,
to spend on an item.
Like
or-
here's an example. In Bravely Default and Bravely Second, you can pay $1.99 to get a potion that would restore Bravely points without having to leave your system in sleep mode for 24 hours. So
I
you
mean,
generally microtransactions are more ways to play the game without having to play the game through paying money instead.
And
Right.
I'm kind of okay with that. I mean, if I could pay, an extra couple of bucks and get a cheat menu or something like that to help me get through a game that I probably would never finish otherwise because I don't have the time, I would probably be okay with that. A lot of microtransactions, are kind of pointless. And we've discussed Minecraft, how there are skin packs that I would absolutely love to have, but can't commit even the $1 ones, alone the $3 ones.
Right.
So microtransactions
Well,
not really my wheelhouse, but I've bought stuff on Smash.
Skin packs are different though. Skin packs, extra characters, extra stages, those are all DLC.
So it looks like Shadow of War, their microtransactions are going to be loot boxes and like XP bonuses. So take it.
I mean, I kind of consider
basically
Amiibo microtransactions.
Well, but that's the debate that we've had all this time is like, do I use my Amiibo to get all this extra stuff in Breath of the Wild and Metroid Returns or Samus Returns before I beat the game, or does that cheapen the game? And I'm on the side that it cheapens the game. I don't want extra content for having paid money for it ahead of time. Like, it's even more unforgivable in a multiplayer game where you're trying to compete with other players.
Well,
even in a single player game on a personal level, I just have no interest in it because I feel like
have an interest in it, but I don't think if you're not ruining the experience for somebody else, what the hell difference does it make?
Here's my thing though. I feel like it leads to lazy game design. Because I feel like then it encourages you to make game goals so unobtainable or more unobtainable to the point where people are going to start sinking dollars into advancing.
Yeah,
I mean,
and that's the problem.
mobile games have just become a runaway like stampede for that kind of stuff. You can't find a mobile game online that doesn't encourage you to spend just $1 or $2 here or there. Like Pokemon Go. I mean, how much money have I sunk into Pokemon Go just to get extra Pokeballs because I'm like 20 short and I need the extra ones for when I go out that day?
Mobile games are the modern day arcade. They make the games, they ramp up the difficulty to a point where you have to pay to keep on playing. You know, it's funny that we've kind of looped back around to that sort of business model, but that's pretty much what the arcades were. Make it super hard and people will keep pumping in quarters.
But I think the fear is that that's going to happen to console gaming.
I mean, if microtransactions are not going to lock necessary things behind a paywall, B, cause, like Lucas was saying, difficulty or achievements to be ramped up so that you almost have to pay for it or anything like that, I'm okay with it. If it's something like extra skins, like I probably would have paid actual money to unlock the classic costumes in Breath of the Wild because I think they're neat and I've upgraded all of them and I wear them and I interchange them. I probably wouldn't have all of them if I had to pay for them, but since I already had the amiibo sitting around, you know, I was more than happy to unlock them. Now, would that affect the gameplay? Not really, other than maybe I might be able to level up, you know, armor earlier than I could have otherwise, but I mean, yeah, I mean, if we can be certain that it's not going to negatively affect the game experience itself, I'm okay with it. But yeah, it's that slippery slope of, hey, we can make money off of this, so let's do it.
And that's the thing. If it's optional, like amiibo content, I don't care if it's there. But if it's going to be required to win the game, it doesn't need to be there.
And frankly, I'm just against it altogether, since I know we're trying to stick to a time here. I'd rather just see it not show up at all and not have to get into all the gray areas.
Right.
Well, but then, you know, if...
That's my statement. We're trying to get this on time, and I'm trying to make a direct statement.
A couple of dollars gives you more
I vote nay.
Game than nothing.
I'd rather spend money that I earned in the game or experience points that I earn in the game than give them my credit card number and advance that way. That doesn't feel good to me. That doesn't feel like what a game is supposed to be.
Sure.
That's just getting extra money out of your audience.
Yeah, I kind of agree with all y'all, but we're past time, so let's move on to our next question. And I don't know who the fuck's reading it, obviously, so why don't you start reading?
Michael Halvey, the winner of the Nintendo's Choose a Game for tonight. Anybody who gets Eugene to curse that much is a winner in my books. He gets all the points. He asks, what is one game each of you would like to see on the Switch that isn't a Nintendo game, and why do you think it would be a great fit? Now,
I have this one.
I was going to say, is this games that are already out, games that have been delayed, announced? I mean, I don't know where we're going with this. Is this a franchise we've never seen on Nintendo?
I wouldn't say delayed or announced because those are going to be on Nintendo systems. I think this is more like, hey, what's a really cool game that you like that you want to see on your Nintendo? And so, I've got one. I've been wanting to play it, but I've never had an excuse to. I know that it's a little over-memed and overhyped, but I'd like to see Undertale. That's an indie game that I've been wanting to try. It's really unique, and I feel like it would be a good fit on the Switch. I want to give that one a go. So, Undertale for me.
I completely agree with you. I wasn't even thinking about that game, but that's like the best answer ever for sure.
As soon as I read it, that was like, it just popped in. I was like, well, that's my game. That's what I want to see, you know, so, you know.
Right. Oops, I just presented Michael Halvey to everybody, but he's here. Hello, Michael.
So what was your actual game of choice then, Eugene, before you heard that one?
I don't know. Like so what game do I think would be...
I can stall for you if you need to.
I want Eugene's Island game.
My island game? that
one that you can play?
Bless America.
PUBG?
Yeah, give me PUBG.
Wouldn't
give me
that be fun to play? Mobile, wherever you want.
it.
Like,
oh my gosh, yes.
I would actually play that. Holy crap.
Yeah.
I was gonna say
Me too.
Overwatch, but that's a much better answer. Lucas, what else do I want to play?
I would say Cuphead, but that's a thing. So.
See, yeah, that's what I
Oh.
was kind of fishing for. Is like I kind of want to say Cuphead, but like I know that we're all gonna kind of list indie games, and especially all stuff like Cuphead and other indie games that have come out that everybody's talking about. I actually want to see a Grand Theft Auto on the Switch, and
We'll get one.
especially if, Rockstar tends to do their big tentpole Grand Theft Auto games, pardon me, on PlayStation and Xbox, and then they do like offshoots. Like there were a couple games on the PSP. There was Chinatown Wars on the DS. I'd like to see them do kind of a smaller scale Grand Theft Auto game on the Switch that's custom made for the Switch.
That's interesting.
Like something that really kind of tugs at Nintendo players' hearts a little bit, like because I don't know what the crossover is between Grand Theft Auto fans and Nintendo fans. I imagine it's probably a low percentile, but
I mean, as long as we're just listing dream games, I also wouldn't hate Red Dead Redemption 2 if it could actually fit on the Switch. Because
I'll take Red Dead Redemption 1 at this point.
If it was like an HD remake of Red Dead 1, I could take it. But I was watching some old gameplay the other day, and my God, has it aged badly.
Right. I don't remember where Phantom said it, but he had a good point in saying that if they're porting Doom to the Switch, then developers really don't have many excuses to get their games over, because Doom's like pretty graphically intensive,
Well, I mean, they are scaling it back quite a bit to get it on the Switch.
Sure.
But yeah, I mean,
still.
To that end, we could get a Red Dead Redemption 1 with all the same graphics, but maybe the textures aren't compressed, so they look, sharper, and it's rendering in 1080p instead of 540p or something like that. I mean, that's a thing.
I'm just going to throw this out there for Mike because he's not here to represent himself, but I think we can all agree that Mike would say Monster Hunter Worlds or something comparable designed for the Switch. Steve, did you have an idea? Because you haven't said anything yet.
I've been trying to get in, but there have been so many other good games. I want a Darksiders trilogy. I played Darksiders 1 on PlayStation 3. I played Darksiders 2 on PlayStation 4. I want to see those two remastered along with the release of the third one for the Switch. I think that would be a really cool bundle. It'll never happen, but I want to see it.
Yeah. Oh, I know what I want. I want Dark Souls.
Oh, yeah.
Give me portable Dark Souls. My girlfriend will hate it.
Yeah. I had another one, and it left me over the course of conversation.
I mean, honestly, the Switch is fastly becoming the place I want to play games on the most. So give me everything on the Switch.
Yeah, when you were raving about Cuphead, I'm like, I could get it. Well, I can't get it on Steam because I have a Mac. But even if I could get it on Steam, like anything I want to play on the Switch. Like number one, I want to have more games to play on the Switch because I have like almost nothing. And number two, like I just love the idea of, well, my kid's watching TV, so I'm just going to sit here and play games on the Switch. Oh, he's done or wants to watch me, pop it up on the TV, HD graphics either way. I mean, just like anything I want to play, I want on the Switch.
Agreed. Yeah. Like it's just the place to play games, man. It's like
I remember Arkham Knight.
Okay. I would rather Arkham Asylum actually, but
I'd rather Arkham City if we're listing off games at this point.
I've never played an Arkham game.
I've played Arkham. Well, I mean, the reason I went with Arkham Knight is on a system that I don't own, whereas I have Arkham Asylum on the PS3. I have Arkham City on the 360. Arkham Knight is on current gen systems, which I don't have and probably won't have for several years because, I'm poor. Thank you, everybody who bought me a Switch. But
well, fair enough. Well, all right. Well, I think that does it for listener questions. Thank you for all of you who submitted listener questions this week. If you want to go in and submit listener questions yourself, you can by joining our Patreon. Just go to patreon.com/Infendo Radio. I'm only probably going to plug that one more time in this show, so bear with me. All right, let's move into the next segment, y'all. Let's talk about some of the games we've been playing this week. Has anybody been playing anything interesting? Because I have a shit ton of games that I've been playing. So
I'll
who
go
wants to take the lead?
first. I'll go first.
All right, go ahead.
I haven't played that much, but I have gotten back into Pokemon. They've been doing a lot of distributions lately. They've been every week for the last, what are we on, 4? So for the last month, they've been distributing Pikachus with different hats. So in my sun version, or no, in my moon version, I got the original cap Pikachu, and then I got the Hoenn version in my sun version. And then Lucas, I forget, did you do the third one or did I?
I did the third one.
Okay.
You're going to do the
So-
fourth one tonight.
I already did the fourth one. So Lucas
There you go.
got me the third one from one of his versions. And since I wasn't very far into Pokemon Sun, I was like 40 minutes in. I just reset it, played the first 40 minutes to where you get to the Pokemon Center, did the distribution, and then I can't remember if Lucas, well, either way, there's 2 more to get. So I'll reset one more time to get one more Pikachu, and Lucas is going to get the other one for me.
Yeah, I'm doing the next one.
So, okay, yeah, so you're doing the next one.
Because Steve is cloning all the Pokemon, and I want my legit Pikachus to be like the ones that I like the most. So I'm kind of picking and choosing based on which ones I want to bring online.
And then the other cool thing that we've done in Pokemon is thanks to Lucas for helping me out with this, and thanks to my little cloning tool, I have finally completed the Vivillon collection.
Ooh.
So I have all 20 of them, and those are the ones. Were they Gen 5, Lucas, or Gen 6?
Yeah, they were whatever generation was the first one with 3D, so Gen 6, I think.
Okay, so yeah, they were Gen 6 Pokemon, and it was a butterfly-style Pokemon like Caterpie, Metapod, and Butterfree. But the wing pattern that it got was different depending on your region. And we're talking like if you lived in a certain country of Germany or something like that, there was one that was exclusive.
That
to you
was like
guys.
that was like an entire summer for me, was going online and finding everyone who would trade me like every different region's Pokemon.
Yeah.
And then Mike finally finishes my collection with the like rare one from Paris or something.
Yeah.
What was the first gen that started doing that, like having the same Pokemon but like different look? It was Gold and Silver, right? There was Unknown, and then there was like those pinecone looking.
Yeah, and then Gen 3 had Spinda, which was like random number generation.
And Gen 3 also saw Deoxys, because if you had it,
that's right.
If you had it in, what was it, Ruby and Sapphire, it was his normal form, but then you got a version of it in Emerald, a version of it in Fire Red, and a version of it in Leaf Green. So that was the other big one. So, but yeah, I guess it was technically Gen 2 that was the first one to have different forms of Pokemon. And then it just got crazy.
I kind of checked out, like when I got the one Pokemon to complete the Pokédex, I was good. Like I did all the unknown, but I never really got crazy on collecting like all the different like, you know, visual varieties of Pokemon.
And that's where I'm at now. I've got my living Pokedex. Now I'm just working on all the different forms of all the different Pokemon.
Sure.
So I think I've got enough to do everything else. I've got enough to do the Therian forms of the land Pokemon, whatever those ones were called. I've got more than enough Deoxys to have all of those different forms. There's a new version of Lycanroc that's coming out with Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon that I'll have to get. There's the Ash Greninja, which I've got. It's just astounding how many different forms of Pokemon there are. So now I'm just trying to do that and get all those, basically.
Right. Cool.
So,
cool. What else have you been playing?
That's it, actually.
Just Pokemon. You are the Pokemon master.
I really have not played much this week. I tried to boot up Minecraft a couple times. It just wasn't feeling it at the moment. I think I played... Oh, I did play a little bit of Splatoon. I got my Team Vampire shirt already leveled up and ready to go for this weekend.
Nice.
So I will be playing that on Saturday. So
I'm so excited for this Splatfest for some reason. I don't know why. I've been playing Splatoon like kind of a lot, but I always get excited for Splatfest.
It's fun. It's like a gamer holiday.
mhm.
I wish it were on a weekend
Yeah, right?
that I wasn't busy.
Yeah, that's how it was for me last week or last month. I was busy last month, so I missed it.
Like we said, Justin, just turn your Switch on and sabotage Team Werewolf. That's all we ask. Well, all right. Well, I guess that's it for you, Steve, unless there's anything else you want to add.
Nope, that was it.
Cool. All right. Who wants to take next?
I may as well go because it's depressing as all hell.
Oh, God.
For all the weeks that I haven't been able to do a change the system, I actually don't have all that much to talk about.
Well, I want you to talk about that controller adapter first because I've been dying to hear how it works.
Right. Yes, and I was going to write up a review for the website, but I actually haven't had as much time to work with it as I had hoped. And I can't find it. It's plugged into my Switch dock right now. But I picked up the Mayflash. Eugene's got an itch. All right. Anyway, picked up the Mayflash Magic NS adapter. I heard about it on Austin John Plays. It's a USB adapter that allows you to use just about any Bluetooth game controller on the Switch. And I have, other than the Joy-Cons, I have no wireless controllers on the Switch, and I've complained about how I'd like to be able to use my Wii U controller because I like it better for Minecraft and stuff like that. So I picked it up. It was $20, and actually I bought it off of Amazon. It came with the adapter itself. It also came with, let me see if I can find it in here, a USB to USB Mini C adapter, so you can plug it directly into the Switch console.
Directly.
Yes, if you don't want to. Yes, you missed the visual there, but Eugene did the Iwata thing there. And also came with what I assume is a Switch game case, but I haven't actually tried putting a Switch game in it. But it was kind of neat. So for $21 and change, I got all this neat stuff.
That's cool.
It took me a few tries to really figure out what I was doing. You have to plug it in. You have to press or hold the button, I can't remember which, until it turns a certain color. Then you have to, I think you press the button until the light turns a certain color. Then you have to hold the button until the light starts blinking. Then you have to press the sync button on the controller you want to sync. Now, the nice thing about this device is you can use it on a Wii U controller. You can use it on a PS3, PS4, Xbox 360, Xbox One. I'd imagine it probably works with any, of like the Bluetooth Steam controllers, but I haven't tried it with anything except this Wii U controller. And once it syncs, it's done. Like, it remembers the controller. You never have to sync it again.
That was my question, was do you have to go through that process every time you turn it on?
Nope. And I believe, though I can't confirm this right at this very moment, I believe that the system actually remembers the controller after you sync it. So you don't even necessarily need the adapter plugged in. Give me some time to test this theory out, and I'll have a write-up for the website at some point about it. But I know I tried it once without the adapter plugged in, and it worked just fine. And then I tried it another time, and it didn't. So I might have done something wrong.
So, and I imagine you have to have the system turned on before you turn on the controller.
I think so. Again, not something I have tried. These are all things I have to. Pretty much, literally, all I had time to do with it is sync my Wii U Pro controller to it and use it in some Minecraft.
Okay.
So it's been a busy couple of weeks. A lot of stuff with the family, a lot of stuff around the house that needed to get done. Not a lot of games worth playing. So, but so far, just for the ability to have additional wireless controllers, as well as, like, one of the things I was complaining about in Minecraft is using. I've been using the. I don't have it handy right now. The Hori pad. Here it is. which is a wired Switch controller, which is a fantastic controller for Mario Kart and various other games. But I didn't like it in Minecraft because Minecraft doesn't use the face buttons very much. It's almost entirely shoulder buttons and joysticks. So I got used to the aligned joysticks on the Wii U controller because that was just really comfortable having my thumbs like that. So it was nice being able to use that on Minecraft. Again, you can also do 360 and PS3 controllers, Xbox One and PS4 controllers. I don't have either of the latter two systems, but I plan on syncing up a 360 controller at some point when I have some free time and giving that a shot as well. Thus far, I would recommend it, again, if you want to be able to hook up some additional wireless controllers. Obviously, you miss out on motion controls, but I believe you do get Rumble.
Oh, cool. Awesome. What games have you tested it on? And you said you've only used the Pro Controller with that May Flash adapter, right?
Right. I've only used the Wii U Pro Controller.
I want to hear from you after you get your PS3 controller synced. And
well, the problem is my PS3 controller, the battery in my PS3 controller is dead. So I need to either replace the controller, replace the battery, or find my other PlayStation controller.
The only reason I ask is because I know that the PS3 controllers and 4 controllers have motion in them. I'd be curious to see if the motion actually does work.
All right, I will give that a try. I didn't get to talk about the games I actually played, but I'll just kind of throw it out there. I played a couple more hours of Metroid Thomas Returns.
Thomas and Jerry?
Yeah, still, I was thinking Thomas the Tank Engine, but I did get the Varia suit finally. Varia. So I'm progressing slowly in it. Came up to my first whatever Metroid actually has legs. I don't remember which one it is, but so I'm kind of slowly plotting my way through it. Still loving it, but still not having time for it because I've also been playing a game that I hope to have finished in time for Halloween for my retro review. Should I say what it is or just wait until the review comes out?
It's up to you, buddy.
Well, I don't have to actually talk about it. I am playing Shadow Man. I've talked about it on the show before. I've talked about it on the show before. I've started playing it a few times on the original N64. I never completed it and thought Halloween's the perfect time to play this game, so I'm going to finally buckle down, finish the game, and get a review written up for it.
Cool. Awesome. All right. Well, I guess it just leaves me and you, Lucas. So I know we're gonna have overlapping titles, so I'll let you take the lead here.
Are you so happy together?
I guess we'll have one overlapping title.
Yeah, so save that one for last, and then I'll bump in with some stuff on that one.
Well, I'll start with what I'm playing right now, which is Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga. Not the remake for the 3DS, although I really want it. I'm playing the poor man's version, the emulated version of the Game Boy Advance game with my 8-bit controller, because it actually works really well with the Super Nintendo controller.
Oh, you're not even playing the Ambassador program version?
No, I didn't even remember that was part of the Ambassador program. I probably never downloaded it because,
I don't remember that being an Ambassador game.
I don't think it's an Ambassador title.
I'm looking pretty sure it is because I have it. I could have sworn I have it on my 3DS, but I don't have my 3DS.
Well, I'll fact check you and Lucas keep talking.
All right. Well, anyway, I am currently fighting the Queen Bean lady who's all muscly. So I'm not very far. I basically started it like while we were podcasting. I got through the intro last night, but I really like it. I really want to play the updated version. I've watched like all of the boss battles, and I thought it looked incredibly ugly. I thought the music sounded terrible. Then I watched it in motion, and my God, it's just like watching a pastel cartoon. And I need it because it's like my favorite Mario and Luigi game, and I feel like it does it so much justice.
I love the way Mario and Luigi dance to the music during the battles.
Yeah, no, it's a really good game, and it got me all nostalgic. So like, I'm playing it in my off times. That's probably what I'll be doing for like the next 5 Infendo radio shows. For the sake of time, though, I'll leave that alone because that's not very interesting. I was able to download Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, which is one of the, now I'm realizing, 2 games that me and Eugene are going to overlap with, but I'm just going to get them out here. I am a complete Dragon Ball virgin. I have never watched the show. I have never read it. I have a very loose understanding of like the in-show universe from what I've read on like wikis, to the point where I knew to name my character Ometo because all of the Saiyans are named after fruits, and, well, mostly vegetables, but vegetables, and I wanted to follow suit with that. So I have a Saiyan girl named Ometo, and that's going to be my legacy in this wonderful game that is amazing. I got to play it with, he's in the comments right now, HG Phoenix, who is my real life friend. I went over to his house yesterday, and I was like, I really want to try this game, but I don't know if I'm going to like it because it's Dragon Ball, and I don't do Dragon Ball. And he's like, oh, I have it on my computer. I'm like, oh, that's amazing. So we played, and we played with 2 controllers controlling 1 character. So we designed a character to look like a fusion, and we both controlled the character like simultaneously, and that was glorious. I want to do an entire like let's play with him controlling this 1 character together because that was amazing. And now tonight I finally got my own character going on the Switch version. I'm really enjoying it. It is a really well-made game. Like, even for somebody who has like no inkling of what the history of the show is or anything. Everything I know I've learned either from him or from like what I've read online. So it's kind of fun to be like exploring the show's like best moments as I play through the game.
Sure.
Before I let Eugene jump in and give me all of his opinions on that, the other game that we've both been playing was a gift from my friend Emily, and that was Stardew Valley.
Oh,
so
cool.
I've been able to give that one a try. I was interested in it, but not interested in it enough to jump into it. Until now. When I first started, I didn't like it. I felt like, I mean, everything in the game basically is borrowed from Rune Factory and to a lesser degree Harvest Moon. So I started playing and I knew exactly what I was doing. Like, I knew how to farm. I knew how like the adventuring system worked. I knew how all the characters worked and that you give them gifts and it increases your relationship with them. There's some like slight tweaks, but nothing so monumental that I don't feel like I've played this game 100 times before. But what I'm enjoying about it is actually socializing with Phantom and Minus in the Discord. They like I would watch them go back and forth, and they're really excited, and they're having a lot of fun playing it and like comparing farms and everything. And I finally broke down on like Monday. I was like, okay, guys, I want to be a part of this conversation because like I'm having fun watching you guys have fun. And that's made the game fun for me. Because otherwise,
that's exactly why I downloaded it. Because I saw everybody talking about it.
Otherwise, it's everything I've already done. But like, freaking Phantom is in like the bottom of the mines, getting all the best like gems and stuff, and like iron and gold and crap. So now I pushed myself to get to like level 50, so I could get iron. So now I have sprinklers set up that like I never would have done on my own. So I'm kind of like pseudo competing with them now, and it's a lot of fun. I'm enjoying it. I will say, like, because Phantom even just joked in the chat, it's quick minus stop talking about it. If you guys like give up on it, I will probably be giving up on it because I'm enjoying it, but it hasn't hooked me. Like Rune Factory 4 hooked me like deep. Like I had an addiction to that game, and I literally had to just put it down and say I'm done with it like forever because it really got me. But like this one, it's just another, it's another of the same. And frankly, it's a $15 indie version. It's not quite as like superior in my opinion as some of the other games I've played. But I'm enjoying it. I'm having a really good time.
But can you really appreciate that one guy made this game though? That's
absolutely. That is, I mean, that's personal for me. So like anytime I hear, like even Retro City Rampage, that was either 1 or 2 guys, I think. But like anytime I hear that it was made by like a single developer or like a tiny team, like that's beautiful. Total props for that. Just because I don't personally enjoy it as much as I might enjoy like a big, factory made game, it's a beautiful accomplishment, and I can tell it took it had to have taken years because there's so much in it.
Well, let's keep talking about Stardew Valley because this is going to be starting my time because I've also been playing Stardew Valley. I can't get enough of it now that I've started playing it. And
when did you start?
So I downloaded it on Wednesday night because that's when the freaking Discord was blowing up about Stardew Valley talk and putting up sprinklers and all this bullshit. And I was like, God damn it! I guess I'm going to buy it right now. So I did, and I probably played like 2 to 3 hours of that game when I first downloaded it. And I probably put another, I don't know, hour or two. So I'm pretty. I haven't played it so much, but I have played it already before on the PC, so I already know what I'm in for. So I've already got a leg up, I think, in these 4 hours that I've spent. Because I'm gonna be hopefully tonight gonna set up some sprinklers so that I don't have to use the goddamn watering can anymore. And yeah, it really is just such a really good game. I can see your point though that the visual style isn't quite what you're looking for because you like the kind of more like the graphic look.
Yeah,
like from.
Sorry.
It's fine. So I can definitely see that. But what do you are you finding anything else that you're not liking about the game compared to like a Rune Factory or a Harvest Moon?
Well, to be honest, speaking of like the watering can, one of my biggest complaints is that usually in those games you upgrade the watering can,
sure,
and you can water like 9 tiles at a time and stuff like that. I know you can upgrade the watering can in this game, but I think all it does is improves like the amount of water you can hold. So having to like create the sprinklers and stuff, on the one hand, like it's annoying because it's not like it used to be, but on the other hand, hey, it's something new and original, and like that's kind of cool, yeah. Right. I guess mostly it's the art style and the fact that it feels like a lot of what I've already done before. I don't know. I'm liking it more now. Like I spent like the whole day today playing that game, but yeah, it's a good game. I'm having fun with it. I think I'm going to get a lot of time out of it. It's just there's hangups for me, but I feel like having the group, I was able to overcome those hangups. And now I'm just enjoying the game for the game. It's kind of like what I wish I could do with Breath of the Wild, because there's always a part of me that's stuck in that like judgmental, whiny, bitchy phase with that game. And I was there with this game, but I got past it. And now I'm really enjoying the game, and I'm seeing what everyone else was seeing in the game. And that's a good place to be. Like I always wanted to get there with the other game. I just never could. I could do it with this game, and it's a good feeling. So
that's good. That's good. Well, cool. Well, I'm going to move on to my next game that I've been playing. I've been playing a few other ones, but I mainly want to just talk about this one. I have been playing Cuphead. I actually beat Cuphead. That game is hard as balls, but I played the shit out of it. Like I played it the first night I got it until like 2:30 in the morning, and I had to turn it off. It was just like so good. Yeah, it's I can't. I know everybody's just singing its praises, but I can't get enough. I can't sing it any louder, man. It's really good. It's super original.
Can I ask like a question about it?
Yeah.
It's one of those games that when I see it, the first thing I see is obviously the visual style. And I think, well, that's a nifty gimmick, you know, for another 2D platformer, you know, indie game. Does it go? I'm guessing from all the praise you're giving it, it goes beyond just being because it looks beautiful. It looks even more beautiful in motion. But like, does it go beyond the gimmick? Is there more to it?
So I think part of the reason why I like it so much is because it brings back so much of that old school video gamey type of game mechanics. And what I mean by that is the entire game is pattern recognition. So it's almost all boss fights that you're fighting. There's a couple of levels where you're actually kind of running and gunning and stuff like that. But for the majority, you're fighting a bunch of bosses. And, you know, so each of the bosses will each have like a little tell, like for like a split second, you'll see them like blink an eye in a certain way. So then you'll know this attack is coming. So you'll know you have to jump over like 3 things or something like that.
Kind of punch out style.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. I love that kind of stuff. So it's it was kind of just like right up my alley. I do have to admit that the visuals do carry the game a lot. Like that's probably the majority of the reason why I liked it so much. And I don't know that that's a bad thing though, because it really is a beautiful game, you know. But
so see,
yeah,
So it's not so much platformy
Go ahead.
like
There
like a
is
Shovel
that.
Knight.
There is
Like,
that.
could it be compared to like Shovel Knight where it's hard but not too hard, retro style,
Shovel
no
Knight's an
long
easy
levels?
game unless you're doing the achievements.
Oh no, this game is hard. Period. So all the levels
But
are hard.
is it like platformy or is
Some
it
of okay, so there's some. So the main game you are tasked with killing these bosses and getting their contracts for the devil, or some that basis. So it's a weird story, but that's what you got to do. In those levels, those are just boss fights. There are like other types of platforming levels throughout the game as well, but they're kind of few and far between. Basically, to just create a path to get to your next boss fight again. So
maybe more like a Mega Man game then.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind really. There. I mean, sure, it's Mega Man, but if you're only doing like boss rush mode, you know, and then with a few levels in between.
Okay. See, I was thinking of it like it would be more like, again, Shovel Knight or Donkey Kong Country or something where it's a challenging platform level, multiple screens and stuff.
There is that, but that's not the main
focus. Okay.
Yeah, The main focus is the boss fights.
So I guess the key takeaway is it has style, but it also has substance to match, which makes it a really solid game. Kind of like Donkey Kong Country. It was a visual marvel at the time. But, it's good. We took up a lot of your time. Do what you got to do.
Oh no! I'm fine. I don't really know what else to say about that game except for to say if you have a console that you can buy it on to play it. And sorry that I think we might have given a little false information last week about Cuphead coming to Switch, but it ain't, unfortunately, because that would be the best platform for it to come to, I think.
Yeah, but, it's contracted as an exclusive for PC and Xbox, right?
Yeah, it was a very misleading tweet that we
read.
Yeah,
what was the tweet all about then? Was it just like a joke thing?
I think it was just a Photoshop or something.
It was more of a mistranslation or something like that, or a comment was misread.
Yeah, unfortunately, no Cuphead to Switch, no bueno on there. But yeah, so if you can find a way to play it, man. Just download it on Windows. Even I bet you it would run on a laptop probably.
I bet it would play really well with this swanky NES 8-bit Do controller. 8-bit Do, please give us free stuff. It
was the best $20 I spent on the Xbox One. I'll tell you that much. And what's cool about it too, and I think I talked about it last week a little bit, is that it has crossplay. So I can actually play it on the PC because I bought it on the Xbox. So that's pretty interesting.
Cool.
Does your game save transfer back and forth or?
Ooh, that I don't know actually. I haven't tried since I've been playing on the Xbox One to transfer my save over.
I'm gonna guess that the multiplayer is local only.
Yes, unfortunately.
That's a shame. I would really enjoy it. I'd really enjoy getting to play a platformer like New Super Mario Bros. Or anything of the equivalents with like you guys. That would be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It'll never happen, but it would be amazing.
Cool. So, all right, that's gonna do it for Change the System, I think. And well, looks like that's gonna do it for the show as well. So thank you everybody for joining us this week. We really appreciate you if you joined us live. Thank you if you downloaded the show through iTunes or Google Play or Podbean or wherever you found us. Thank you for your listening to us. We really appreciate it. If you have the opportunity, give us a rating on iTunes or your podcast catching platform of choice. That really helps our visibility. We really would appreciate that. That would really help the show to grow. Even if you can't join our Patreon, which I'm going to plug for the last time tonight. Please go check out our Patreon. We actually are doing some cool stuff there. You can actually get the show early if you want. We'll be posting that on Friday for all of our Patreon contributors. You can join the show live, just like Phantom and Minus and Andy Searson have done. What's Andy Searson's online handle, by the way? I guess I don't know that. But
I think that's it.
Yeah, I think he just goes by Andy Searson.
Well, there you go. So yeah, if you want to join the Patreon, we would really appreciate it. You can give us as little as $1 a month, and at the end of the month, if you do give us $1, we're going to give everybody who does a shout out. So yeah, thanks for that, guys. Everybody who has joined us already. So With that said, let's get out of this pluggity plug, but let's plug ourselves one last time. Lucas, where can we find you on the internet this week?
You can find me this week on Splatfest all night long, Saturday. Actually, you can find me on Twitter at Mike_DA_parrot. Don't ask. It's a long story. I'll tell you sometime. Sorry, Discord is popping up and it's distracting me like a child. That's pretty much it. I mean, you can find me on YouTube. I'm not really posting anything because every time I do, Nintendo or the Pokemon Company just takes it down. But maybe someday. I guess I just want to say, like, in addition to that, kind of like Eugene was saying, even aside from all the Patreon and stuff, like, we got to hear from another listener that we had never heard of before today. Mm-hmm. And he did join our Patreon, which is awesome because, you know, we want that. But also just, like, getting to hear from a new listener and getting to hear, like, why you listen, like, that means a lot. So even if you just want to reach out to us on our social media, like, it's cool. We really appreciate, like, knowing that you guys listen and care and want to hear us babble for 2.5 hours every week. Because apparently
that's just join the Discord channel and talk about fucking Stardew Valley or whatever with us.
Yeah,
we'd love to
I've tried to recruit some of my friends on our Discord too. So yeah, it actually is. It means a lot to us to, like, get in touch with our listeners, whether you consider yourselves fans or you hate us and you listen to us ironically. Like, it's fun to hear from you guys. So that's kind of my plug. I got off topic, but yeah, Twitter.
Stay on target. All right, Justin, where can we find you on the internet this week?
I want to plug my stuff if you give me the opportunity. So I'm going to let Steve go first.
Okay.
All right, hit it.
You can find me at Gentis1 on Twitter, and I will be splatting this weekend. Infendo game night, Splatfest, because I think Infendo game night starts around the same time anyway. So yeah, playing Splatoon this weekend. I will probably be on Discord as well during the Infendo game night, so join us there. All the more reason to join the Discord.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I'll be doing some Patreon posts tonight, so look out for those in future weeks.
Awesome. Cool. All right, Justin, plug away.
All right. Well, first of all, you can follow me on Twitter at InfendoJustin. You can also find me on what the hell? Miitomo. I use it in Nintendo's. I can't remember the name of it. Find me on Miitomo. If we follow each other on Twitter, I'm Master Claw. If you go to my Twitter, all of my gaming information is there. My friend codes, my Wii U handle. Send friend requests to any or all of them. I've also started a little side project that I kind of want to plug here. I've been wanting to plug for a while, but I'm never on this late, so this is my opportunity. If you are a fan of Disney, especially Disney parks, especially Disney World in Florida, I have started a website that you can check out. It is called Disney Utilidork. It's utilidork.com. That's utilidork.com. There's also at Utilidork on Twitter, Facebook, at DisneyUtilidork.tumblr.com. I've got YouTube and SoundCloud channels that I haven't done anything yet with. I plan on doing stuff like podcasts and vlogs and stuff like that. Really just kind of building it up. But if you're a fan of Disney, follow me on that. And yeah, hopefully there'll be some more to come in the future.
Awesome.
I'm not leaving Infendo, I promise. This is a little
Yeah, you better not.
Can I have a second turn real quick? Because Justin reminded me of the thing I've been trying to remember for like 3 weeks.
Yeah, hit it.
I have a second Twitter that I'm pretty sure is just Lucas Peace _. My name is Lucas with a K, and peace is in like peace, homie. And
how would I not know about this?
That's where I post most of my updates about the game that I'm working on. I'm working on a game, if you don't know, and it's really early in development. But I'm trying to get a demo out for at least Windows users because I don't know how to export for everything yet. But that's the thing that I'm working on, and I'm close because I've got most of the main programming done. I'm just trying to get like saving figured out and everything.
Did you say Lucas Peace _?
Yeah, that should be it.
Yes.
I'll
I was
I'll correct
just looking it
myself.
up. Thank you.
Okay, there we go. But yeah, that's my other Twitter. I don't post often, but I do try to post, and I mostly try to post like, hey, this is what this character is all about. This is what I do with this thing. So maybe check that out if you're interested, because that's another place I do stuff. Okay, that's
Awesome.
it. Sorry, Steve and Eugene.
And Justin.
Yes, it is Lucas Peace _.
That's the one, because Lucas Peace was taken. I guess I'm not the only Lucas who's peaceful. Peace is my actual middle name, which is why I went with that, by the way.
Yeah.
So that's another fun fact, I guess.
I knew that.
Nice.
And I'm assuming
right, well-
that that's the kanji for peace on the logo there.
No, that's actually a symbol I made. It's a cross between the kanji for peace and the American peace symbol with the circle and the chicken foot. So that's another thing I did. I'm
foot.
full of
You-
things. I make
You do
things.
go with the bird references a lot, don't you? December chicken foot.
All right. Well, lastly, I guess you can follow me. I'll just probably retweet a bunch of shit, but you can follow me at Infendo Eugene. You can. Oh God, I just cut you off, Steve, didn't I? Jesus. Well, I'll let you go.
Lastly,
I think I was done.
Oh, okay.
Cracking jokes at this point. That
Well, if I will follow Steve anyways, he's that Gentis one. I don't know.
I got mine in there. I was before Justin.
You can follow Infendo at Infendo,
Yeah, you
and
get
be sure to
stuff.
visit infendo.com. We are constantly putting stuff up there. Well, frequent, I guess, ever so often, little
Often?
trickles of content.
What?
I've got like 4 freaking Word documents in Google going, and they're all like a third finished. So maybe I'll finish one of those one of these days.
Yeah, we
Justin-
won't post anything for 2 or 3 weeks, and then you'll get 8 articles.
Yeah. And I guess that's really it. I guess check out our Patreon if you haven't heard about that yet. I'm sure you have, but you know where to find it. All right, guys, let's get out of here. What do you say? It's been a week. See you later, fans. We really appreciate you.
we love you.
Bye, friendos.
Goodbye.
I love you the most.
I love you.
Oh,
this
yes.
much.
Good night. Sorry, I'm not used to still being here this late.
Bye,
You're
everybody.
You're still screen sharing, by the way, Justin. So I'm just
Yeah,
seeing
no.
like.
Don't open anything dirty, or do open something dirty. Actually, give those Patreon payers what they paid for.
We did promise something, didn't we? along
Take
those
us
lines?
into the real Justin Clow. Clough.
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 Yes,
That is not Clough.
it is Clough.
That is not. That's like calling Boehner Boner. It doesn't
You
work.
can't argue with somebody on their name.
I
It's
can argue
English.
with Boner. His name is not Boehner.
You guys good to talk or what?
Yeah, we're good.
Oh, yeah.
No, we're still
And
on
it
the
is
show.
Boner, thank
Stop
you.
it. Ruining
Nobody wants to see your face.
What up?
You wouldn't be able to talk if it weren't okay, so I'm guessing.
I'm just going to call you
I don't know
Jack.
how it works.
Since I clearly don't know who you are, you're Jack from now on.
Phantom actually pointed out that Andy Searson's online name is DJ.
DJ.
So-
I saw that. I can't believe I forgot that. That's so stupid.
I thought it was AJ Searson.
That's what I'm here for. I remember things for you guys.
Nice.
So
But all
Phantom,
y'all are here for.
so Phantom is the official secretary of Infendo. Heather's the scorekeeper. Phantom's the secretary.
I was gonna say he was our hard drive or our RAM or something like that. I don't know. But you can take that with whatever it is.
Oh God,
I think
my trainer, he likes to tell people, "Do you want to get rammed?" As we're about to put a RAM stick in their computer.
oh God.
That's so
That's
funny.
that's even awful for my standards.
Jeez.
That's,
No.
We're IT guys. We're not supposed to be funny.
Right. Well, are we playing anything tonight? Maybe a little Splatoon or something? Does anybody have any?
Hey, sweet. The time is 1138.
Jesus.
what?
All
no
right.
more.
No, it's 1139.
Yes, I see that.
I heard you guys launched a bunch of insults at me when I wasn't listening. I heard about it.
Oh yeah, you're gonna
Always.
have to listen to the produced version for that though. That's some quality name calling.
How's your plumbing? How's your plumbing?
Oh,
Are we
Funny
really
choice.
asking this
No.
question on air?
Hey, we talk about it all the time in our regular chat. Why not?
It's just that's interesting. Thimbleweed Park just updated.
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe that clown curses a little more.
Or maybe I oh, you know what? There is actually a bug in the game where it will show the dialogue over the characters' heads even when you turn it off. Maybe they patched it.
interesting. I wish that
Never
there was
seen
like
it.
patch notes on the
That would be
updates for
really
the-
nice.
Yeah.
Also, for what it's worth, I just beat the crap out of Krillin and it felt really good. So life is going well for me.
Yeah, that would feel really good.
It feels amazing.
You don't even know who he is.
No, but I already
They're
hate
not
him.
Random people. It's like playing Minecraft with Steve. He just wants to kill everything.
You gotta eat somehow.
Justin, I like how you have your logo there. Or you should make that your background instead of your amiibo face for next week's show.
Yeah.
We can all just start
My
plugging
amiibo
our
face?
various side projects.
What is my
Or-
amiibo face?
Or amiibo face, your Mitomo face. What is it
No.
like your Mitomo on that Power Rangers
Haunted
thing?
Mansion.
Yeah, I was say it's the Power Ranger thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I should change it to the Haunted Mansion one though. That would be fitting for this season.
Seeing as
Yeah,
how
that's-
everyone else here has their me faces up when they do theirs, you know.
So I
Even
need to
Minus,
plug, like,
even
Infendo
Minus
back.
has a me.
Mike is still you.
Yeah, he is. He's not talking to us because he hates us.
I know.
I heard about what's wrong, but what's going on with him, man. 2 hours of poop, huh?
Excuse me?
Lucas has not been filled in yet, clearly.
There are so many
I guess
jokes
now's
that
the-
I could make right now. but-
I guess now's as good a time as any to say goodbye to our live feed. So bye, live feed. See you
Yeah.
later.
Bye, live feed.
They're getting a hell of a show right now.
Oh, can I hear